we continue yet to fall in love. Prophesy till we all go. Love you never, so we got to hold on. Play safe, so we got to move on. Know the truth, so we preach God. Till then, everybody bow.
We know the thing too tough. Can't pay, we just come together. Champagne, the gas to your cheek. Skin bay. Menegbe obausu. Obajo. Obausu. Menegbe obausu. Obajo. Obausu. Obajo. 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 Yebesa. Obajo. Yebesa. Obajo.
Gotta keep it low. Baba me know what to. Goodbye, let me know. Bad man me know what to. So me watch my company. Say you watch your company. Go watch your that. Who next the wheel? Don't slip, don't let them get in. Don't let the enemy get close to you.
Judah, you are now flying. Bringing you that southern soul. Yeah.
Got the message early morning. Got the order for the city. Yeah, we storming. I need all soldiers ready for war. Got 50 cities we need to tour. Oh yeah. Finally, I'm in the green. I'm bold as a lion. Got the heart of a king. We gon' blitz your city's pastors one at a time. Robbing our people, taking offering and tithes. Don't pack your bags and try to run out of town, cause we gon' blitz your city's pastors one at a time. Don't need no room, gon' turn and burn. I shine my boots, my purple earned. Off to the next city, who's all gonna roll with me? Oh, gas, I got 50, I got my Bible with me. Finally, I'm in the green. I'm bold as a lion, got the heart of a king. We gon' blitz your city's pastors one at a time. Robbing our people, taking offering and tithes. Don't pack your bags and try to run out of town, cause we gon' blitz your city's pastors one at a time. We gon' blitz your city's pastors one at a time. Robbing our people, taking offering and tithes. Don't pack your bags and try to run, cause we gon' blitz your city's pastors one at a time.
So fly we are, that's how he made us. So many beautiful shades from the dust he made us to be exceptionally set apart. He made us, he made us. The salt we flavor and our strength never wavers. We make it through the toughest of times. We make it through poverty, burned out in the streets. We make it, we make it. Don't give up in no time.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please, as we go through the following safety instructions.
You are now flying.
I got both my Bibles on me, and I made it past the ESA, even though I fly with that heat. And I made it past baggage claim, spin the block and slide on your street. Bring it out, we be teaching in the morning. Good news for the people that's mourning. High time, wake up with snoring.
Every city, every town we be touring. 2/3 on the bull, no Jordan. Purple rain in your city is pouring. If it's out west, New Heights, I'm soaring. They can talk and they can hate on me. Reaching places they will never see. UK to Ghana, Germany, to reach my family. Shout out to the Booster Club. We come around your town, get used to us. Your donation never get abused by us. And God we trust, and that's why you believe in us.
We're heading out to wake them up, and we always giving praises to the one above. And we're grateful for your works, so we show you love. All praises to the Father for the Booster Club. Now we travel all over the world, over the world, over the world, over the world. We're traveling all over the world, over the world, over the world, over the world. We're traveling all over the world, over the world, over the world, over the world. We're traveling all over the world.
It's that time again. Yeah. Ya es la hora. You know, power hour. Ponle atención, classes in session. Tune in for an hour, maybe more, that's a blessing. Learn from the captains and the leadership. Flee from religion, cause them churches never teaching shit. Everything you learn for your benefit. Line upon line is a requisite. Never take a deficit. Yeah, that mean you take a loss if you stray from the way. You get the understanding if you study every day. Apply what you learn and bless when you pray. There's one interpretation, man, it say what it say. Ya venía el tiempo, entra para el templo. Aprende del maestro con talento. La Biblia es el centro, usando a Israel como instrumento. No te pierdas en doctrina como viento. Estudia y ora y aplica. Tiempo para Dios, ven, hace una cita. Escritura dinamita, morenos y hispanos israelitas. Oye cómo explica Israel unido en Cristo para la vida. Nunca se divida. Tune in, it's the power hour. Learn your family history, don't be a coward. Yeah. Tune in, it's the power hour. I said learn your family history, don't be a coward.
Yeah, history to learn. It's the power hour. The 11th hour. Tune in to your history. You know it in history. Power hour. The 11th hour. You gonna get to history. 11th hour. Power hour.
Yeah, now you rocking with the deacon while you waiting on the weekend. From the tribe of Ephraim, but don't call him Puerto Rican. That's a byword, those ain't names, it's God-given. Fighting from oppression to saving all guys, chilling, giving light to the people. Don't let the devil beat you when you have at your disposal all these leaders that can teach you how to fight fornication, eat in moderation, correcting all these marriages and self-examination. All these different topics getting covered plus a lot more. You probably sleeping if you thinking this is not war. All these different topics getting covered plus a lot more. Just tune in and we gon' tell you what to watch for. Yeah, the power hour. You know, it's the power hour. Yeah, the power hour. Yeah.
You all welcome to the Power Hour Plus. Yes. We are back at it again. As you can see, Deacon Yashua's not here. I am filling in. All praises to the Most High God. Y'all keep Deacon Yashua in your prayers. No, not wrong, but, you know, keep the leadership in your prayers.
He's a deacon.
For all the mighty works that they do.
Right.
Double honors to the bishops, the deacons, the captains, all the mighty men who do the work of the Lord, who are constantly busy so that we can be fed with the word of God. Right. All right. So all praise the Lord. My name is Officer Asher. All right. To my right.
Hey, my name is Officer Job.
That right?
Officer Ruvain. Officer Benson out the booth.
Ooh, we got Benson out the booth.
But no bell.
Come on.
Out the booth.
No bell, though.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, it's back.
Say what?
Oh, okay. All right.
The bell is back.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Praise.
All praises.
All right. We are the Power Hour Plus. All right. Hey, before we get started, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, and post on the comments where y'all tuning in from. I know we, the word has gone out so far. We all over the world now. I want to see where the people tuning in from.
That's right.
I want to see where y'all tuning in from. Yeah, look, it's Zamira. Zamira said, woo! Officer Benson in the booth. Out the booths. Out the booth.
Out the booth.
Out the booth.
I ain't mad at it.
I'm going to run that up, Princess. Court 33. She said she needs some of those polo shirts in pink.
Which ones?
The ones we got on?
Oh, the ones we got on. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. All right.
I don't know.
Have your Power Hour gear on while you watching Power Hour. All right.
Right.
We got
Oh,
South
look, we got
Africa.
Right, I was gonna say we got South
Canada,
Africa, Houston, Texas,
MIA,
Adelanto, California. I never heard of that.
Savannah. Oh, Savannah in the house.
Savannah's in the house as always.
New York. Okay, look, I can't even get. He said as always.
Duh.
As it should.
NYC,
North California. Let me see who else we got in here. Yep, South Florida,
Jamaica.
New Orleans. All praises.
All praises, man. Hey, so how's y'all week, man?
Wait.
How's
It
y'all
said
week
Montana.
been?
Montana's
What's
in the house.
Montana's in the house.
Like as
Montana?
in Hannah? As in Hannah?
Like Montana.
Cloud, have mercy.
I didn't even know it was Negroes in Montana.
It's Negroes in
What?
Montana.
There's
Remember, we got
Montana.
dispersed
There's
everywhere.
a school in Montana.
Yo.
I thought there was an influx of our
Man.
people in Montana. What you talking about?
Well, you know what? It may be a lot of Gad in Montana.
I thought there was a lot of Judah there.
They might be sleepy, though. They might be sleepy.
I don't
He's
know.
saying they ain't sleep.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Arkansas. Okay, all praises.
Arkansas. Hey, well, all praise the Lord. Hey, so how was y'all week, man? Talk to me. How was
Hey,
y'all
man,
week so far?
I hate
Bring it out.
this captivity. I hate
Bro,
this
bring it
place.
out.
Bro, they've been
I hate
having
it.
this brother bondage
Oh
and
my
captive,
gosh,
bro, for the past
man.
month. Been showing up late to
Hey.
shows.
Shaq.
Right.
We don't know if he's coming or going.
Man.
He's coming in looking stressed.
We changing the shirt colors.
We changing shirt colors for him.
Man.
Hey, but he made no
Shoot.
excuse, though. He still made it.
Man, come
So,
on.
He did make it.
Come on,
Most High.
Vincent. Come
All
on,
praises.
Did make
Vincent.
it.
All
Hey,
praises.
over
All
here,
praises.
no excuses over here.
Brother about his,
You know
brother
what I
about
mean?
his uniform in the bag.
That's
Gotta do
what
what you gotta do.
Hey, remember the 100 days?
Oh, yeah, man.
Straight from work to camp.
Yep.
But that's-
Sacrifices.
Hey, that's when you have your mind set on the treasures in heaven. Unstoppable.
That's right.
it.
That's right. As long as you got your mind there, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be. Yo, what's up with Toby, man? He been looking he looking quiet, just sitting there. What you pondering, bro? You meditating? What's going on?
No, chilling.
Right? Usually he's a little bit more lively, right?
Yeah.
See, something happened. That's
He
why I
is
asked the
chilling.
question. I said, "How's y'all week been?" It was really for him.
I think he's mad because of maroon shirt.
Because
Oh, you wanted to wear the maroon?
I like the blue more.
You got the blue more?
I brought the maroon, man. Joe had to make it change to blue.
No, I'm
I'll
with it.
say this. He saw the damn devil.
That's
Yes, agreed.
That's how my week going. He saw the goddamn devil, bro. Golly.
Oh, my Jesus.
You damn right. You damn right. Hey, so what we got on the housekeeping, man? What we got for the housekeeping? Talk to me.
I'm just going to tell you straight up.
What we got, man?
OriginalRoyalty.com is doing the damn thing once again.
Absolutely.
So tonight, this is what we're gonna do. Number one, we're gonna play one promo, and then after that, we're gonna do a preview of what we got for
Now, the
for
preview already?
Yep, for the
Hey,
wide
so
POS.
everyone's going to get the preview before the Sabbath.
That's it. We
Power Hour
preview
Plus.
it here. That's it. We
If you
preview it
tuned
here
in,
first.
you'll catch it. If
That's
not,
it.
we'll see you on
Hey.
the Sabbath.
That's
You
it.
know? So,
Do it.
Let's get it.
Yep. All right, let's go ahead and hit that thing, man.
Original royalty was our people, our culture. And when you talk about what it means to me, I think it's powerful because you're discussing us kind of re-embracing that confidence.
My team do a blitz every county. My God put a price on your past ahead, and I'm pulling up for the bounty. On the block with the water, they drowning. No mercy, my hitters confounded. My weapon is shake of the block when they're knocking the prophets don't miss when they sound it. Hey, my team rowdy. My team do a blitz every county. My God put a price on your past ahead.
Hey, we doing. Nah, that was the promo. We doing big things at Original Royalty. If y'all ain't figured it out by now, it ain't just T-shirts. All right, We are redesigning and reclaiming the what you call it? The standard of fashion on the planet.
That's right.
Because we are the original royalty.
Come on.
Drop a bomb on that, man. We all
Yeah,
that
you
in the
talk,
booth,
man.
man.
Yeah, you gotta let them know, Benson. You
Now-
have to let them know.
I'll
We
wait till
don't-
you finish. I'm gonna say something.
We don't usually do this, but we gonna go ahead. We got something for the YDOS.
Okay.
Drop it.
Sisters will say, hey, you know, be dope if we had this or if we had that. And all those things are considered.
Humble and kind. These are the qualities.
Hold on. That wasn't a hoodie?
Okay.
That was a hoodie maxi dress
That looked dope.
for the YDOS.
Okay. I see
Now,
what you did right
Tobias,
there. Yes, sir.
If you was a married man, if you was endowed with a wife, if you wasn't going up and down morning as you are now,
Oh my God.
would you buy the sister whom you would be married to a maxi dress such as what we seen on the screen here?
Oh, with no doubt. Original royalty.
I like how you did that.
Hey,
I like how you did. You had some.
so
Hey, put some flames if you like what you saw
That's
on
it.
the screen
Where
now.
them flames at? eh?
right, sisters, put some flames if you ready.
Yo, that's nothing. That's
Zamira, you know
That's
I
not
like black
even-
and red.
That's not scratching the surface.
It's not. Now listen, we
It's
didn't pull all the ammo out. I'm just gonna let you know that right now,
Y'all just don't know what's about to piss up.
man.
Hey, but look though, y'all know we got the West Coast date night coming up, right?
Right.
So why not go over to originalroyalty.com and get you something to wear?
That's it.
Brothers, get you one of them nice cardigans. Get you a t-shirt. Get you some beard oil on the site too, right? Because we got to come dressed to impress, right?
That's it.
That's a royal event that we have.
That's it.
right.
So show up and show out.
Hey,
on.
you know what? That goes exactly with Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 1. You ain't got to get it, but I just want to make a point because Benson just said something real good. The date night's coming up, and in those particular moments, in those particular settings, you want to dress to impress.
Absolutely.
So typically, you're not going to wear the Jordans with the joggers with the random T-shirt, right? Or with the graphic tee.
Right.
Typically, on date night, you're going to be sharp, right?
That's
So
it.
you
Them
might rock a
booties.
cardigan. You might rock a vest, right?
That's it.
You might rock a shirt jacket.
Yeah.
Right,
fire.
right.
That's what I'm wearing.
Right? Yeah, okay. All praise. Are you wearing something new, something exclusive?
That's
Okay.
it.
What you doing?
If it's approved, it's got to be out by then.
Okay. All right. All
Lord's
praise
was
the
out
Lord.
by then. Do y'all see that?
So
that drip?
Benson, so Benson in the spirit, man. Benson in the spirit. Y'all go into originalroyalty.com and make sure y'all check out the stuff that's out and stay tuned for the stuff that's coming. We got a lot of great stuff for y'all, all right?
Right. And the thing is, it can be styled a lot of different ways.
That's it.
Some brothers
Right.
may think like, oh, I'm wearing the same thing. Put your own spin to it, man.
That's it.
Right.
Jazz
And
it up
that's-
a little bit.
And when you look at original royalty, a lot of our
Bring it out.
shoots and stuff, you see the sisters put the
Right.
different outfits,
Right.
the different jewelry, the different
The accessories.
layers.
Yep.
Our sisters been doing good with that, man.
You're only
Absolutely.
bound by your creativity.
Right.
That's
right.
it. Now, we ain't done. You know we got to get that sin of the night.
Oh, yeah.
What you got? What you got over there?
I got on the last bit of my mahogany spice beer poem. I got to buy some more, man.
That mahogany
That stuff
spice.
is fire, boy. The smell,
Yes, sir.
the feel,
That's it.
the smell,
Come on.
the texture.
Yeah. Officer Joe, what you got?
Yeah, I got the mahogany. No, the Morocco
Uh-huh.
mint.
The Morocco mint.
The Morocco
That's
mint,
it.
bro.
That's
That's my
it.
go-to
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
I'm about to re-up with some more.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I just started getting into the Morocco mint. I like it.
I haven't tried it.
It's smooth
Yeah, I gotta try
and
that one, too.
refreshing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What you
So
got?
is that what you rock?
No,
No, you
it's not.
first.
Say it with me.
Come on.
Cedar,
Cedar.
leather,
Leather.
vanilla.
Vanilla.
What the hell is that?
I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, low-key.
What I said.
Low-key. That's where it's
exactly what I
at.
said. When I put it on.
That's where
That's
it's at.
exactly what I said.
Wait, hold
The
up.
hell is this?
What's the name again?
Hold on, we gonna say it one more
Let's
time.
do it. Let's do it.
Cedar,
Cedar.
leather,
Leather.
Wait,
Vanilla.
I'm lost
Vanilla.
right there. Leather.
Bruh.
leather. I'm trying to. It's so fun.
Hey, it's like a nice little. I want to call
I'm
it
trying
like
to-
musk.
Yes.
He ain't even.
If you like the Morocco mint, if you like the mahogany spice, or that cognac and Cuban, that cedar leather vanilla, it's up through there.
Okay. All praises. I'm gonna have to look into it now. Sure.
Yes, sir.
I think. What did I put on before I left the house? I put on classic barbershop. Today.
Okay.
I have the sandalwood bourbon as well, but I put on classic barbershop this afternoon before I left the house. So that's what I'm rocking right now.
All right. Toby, my man.
Hey, we twinning.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I have that cedar,
Cedar.
leather,
Vanilla.
Hey, then you got to get that.
Right. Shout out to Officer Adam.
Shout out to Officer Adam.
Man.
Oh, praises. Hey, look, before we get into the main topic for tonight's show, I was looking at some statistics. I was wondering, and I knew what the case of the matter would be. I knew that it would be our people on the statistics when it comes to what I'm about to bring out. But I just wanted to see what the 2026 statistics were, or at least in the last 3 years, roughly, right? In regards to obesity. And guess what race of people, guess what people is on the statistics for being the most obese in America?
Who could that be?
Well, let's find out. Can you put that up?
You ain't
My
lying.
brother's back there. Let's read that, Officer Toby.
Adult obesity rates in the U.S. by race or ethnicity, 2024.
So this is from 2024, right? So roughly 2 years, right? So this was published by Connor Stewart in January 14th of 2026. So like I said, I looked at the statistics, roughly 3 years from today, 3 years from today, just to see kind of what we was going to see. Any changes? Let's see what we got.
In 2024, black adults had the highest obesity rates.
Now, mind you, it says black adults. This man is mentioning black adults as the highest in obesity rates. How is it that our people, the people of God, the chosen people of God, make it on the statistics for something that is completely detrimental to your body and health, which is obesity? Why has it got to be our people?
We're the best at everything we do.
Even being a big fat
Even
lord.
being a big fat lard ass.
Come
We're
on.
the best at everything that we do.
So in 2024, black adults have the highest obesity rates. Go ahead.
Of any race or ethnicity in the United States, followed by American Indians.
Now, hold on. Followed by who?
American Indians.
American Indians, the tribe of Gad. You got Reuben in there as well. So you got Southern Kingdom.
Right.
You got Northern Kingdom. You got so-called black, so-called Native Americans. Go ahead.
Alaskan Natives and Hispanics.
And who else?
Hispanics.
Now, I didn't write this here. I didn't write that there. What does this go with? What does this give proof? That we are cursed of God.
We're in astonishment.
We are in astonishment. To the point that we make it on statistic list of things that are deficient for us, such as
Being fat.
statistics of being the most obese in the United States. Now, mind you, if we looked all across the world, I bet that we would be up there in the statistics as well, whether in Europe, South America, Central, whatever.
Right.
Black, Latinos, and Native Americans. Can you get Deuteronomy 28 real quick?
Bring it
Yes,
up.
sir.
Give me that what Officer Rain just brought out. Give me verse 37.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
We are an astonishment to the nations. What is an astonishment? A great amazement. A wow.
Look at that.
A surprise. When they see us in the form and the shape that we are, the nations are astounded. Why? Because some of them know that we was once royal. They know the capabilities that we have when our mind is right. So they are astounded to see us obese. They are astounded to see us with our pants hanging down our knees.
Right.
They are astounded to see the sisters shaking their ass on hip-hop videos and movies. We are an astonishment to the people. Go ahead.
A proverb.
They say wise things against us. Not in a positive connotation, but in a negative connotation. Go ahead.
And a byword.
And we are called outside of our true nationality, which is Israelites, God's chosen people. Go ahead.
Among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. Now watch this, because I'm bringing this out for a reason. Let me get verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger.
We serve him in hunger.
And in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Come on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
So this is what happened to the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. Go ahead.
Until he have destroyed thee.
So we would go unto this particular nation, specifically the so-called white man, in want of all things. He will put a yoke of iron upon our neck physically, and it will be removed when we are destroyed mentally, spiritually. So now, we don't need the yoke upon our neck no more, because now we are eating to our heart's content.
Right.
Now we are becoming an astonishment, a byword. We are being spoken against by the things that we do naturally. They don't have to tell us to do these things. We just do it naturally.
We destroy ourselves.
We destroy ourselves.
Hey,
So the statistics of America lets us know that the so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics are a cursed people. Because we are royalty. This book was given unto us. The guidelines of how to live life, Proverbs 7:2, keep my commandments and live, was given unto us first and foremost.
Right.
But we make it on the statistics list of the highest in obesity rates.
hey, I gotta read that top part again, because it just came to my head right now, officer. Since we're on health, read that.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. In hunger.
Stop. Think about it, how we serve our enemies in hunger. Who controls all the food? There was that one video where in our communities, in the hoods, in the stores, they put all the low-grade ingredients in our food, in our communities. But if you go across town to a higher-end area, you won't find those same ingredients.
That's right.
Hey,
That's that serving in hunger. Guess what else? Now guess what they created? Now they're creating meat. They're creating all these different things, pesticides, all this stuff that they're doing and putting in our foods. And they know that we don't got those high-end jobs, or we don't have money like that, where, the higher-end rich people
Or discipline.
because it's easy to run through a McDonald's, a Burger King.
Oh, yeah.
Something that's fast, because it still tastes good to your taste buds, because it's all chemically made, so it can be addictive and taste good.
That's it.
That being subject to hunger.
That's it. That's heavy. That's heavy.
Hey.
Until he had destroyed thee.
To-
To where they push out these foods, these
Obesity.
fast foods, right? On the television, right? In the movies, in the supermarket, you got the Snicker bars and all the unhealthy snacks and drinks where you go and pay for your food. All this stuff is done in a way that is strategic so that our people can fall. Go ahead,
That's
Benson.
like that scene from They Clone Tyrone.
Right,
with the
right,
chicken.
right. I was thinking about that.
And they figured out like
Literally.
the ingredient in the chicken
Yep.
keep people laughing. It keeps them distracted.
That's it.
exactly
That's it.
what
And
that
that's
is.
and that's actually, give me Habakkuk chapter 3, and I want you to read verse 14. I was thinking about this as well. Now, what isn't mentioned on here on the statistics
Right.
is
Show me.
black women are the highest in obesity in America. Black women. So the women in general are the highest in obesity. The
Hey,
women.
Can I comment on that real quick?
Of course.
So me and my wife, right, we like to kind of kick it in the evening time if we got time, and we'll watch like what's that show? We used to like to watch Paternity Court, right? And we was just kind of noticing a pattern. We was talking one night. And I was like, you ever notice all the black women on here fat as hell? Every single one of them. Very seldomly do you see one that's in shape. They all fat as hell.
Yeah, put that up. That's right.
They
That's
look
right.
exactly
It's the
like
norm
this.
now.
Fat, blonde hair, envy and nail press, all
Attitude.
that. Attitude.
Crazy.
That's the baby daddy, all that stuff, bro. That's what keeps them fat, right
The
there.
fat
That's right.
black woman was created in America.
Right,
Bruh.
right. And they
And black
justify it
fat
now.
man.
And they try to justify it now with all this body shaming, all this. Well, we gotta blame we gotta blame our genetics. Remember that one sister that was talking about her genetics is why she can't lose the
remember,
weight?
yes.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
Or the one sister that was talking about,
Yes.
what did she say? The Trump administration is what
Something
made her
like that.
fat. Some
Man.
BS
Yeah.
like that.
Or I'm big boned.
Right.
We know
Right.
that's a lie.
It's over with.
We
for
got
that.
evidence. We
You
got
can
a
forget
picture.
it.
It's all a bunch of BS. Hey, read that real quick. Habakkuk 3, and then give me Hosea 13:9. Read that real quick.
You want 3 in what verse?
14.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 3 and verse 14. Thou didst strike through with his staves the head of his villages.
This is regarding destruction to America, destruction to Edom and the nations. Go ahead.
They came out as a whirlwind to scatter me.
To scatter Christ. Go ahead.
They're rejoicing.
That's what we want right here. They're rejoicing. Edom's rejoicing first and foremost, or specifically, was to what?
Was as to devour the poor secretly.
We are the poor. This goes back to Officer Job's point. They devour us secretly. They set up these shops. They set up these fast food restaurants. They put these particular
in our
ingredients
neighborhoods.
right in our neighborhoods. They put these ingredients into our foods first and foremost. They make sure that we consume it. They make sure they push it in commercials. They make sure they push it on social media. And that's the reason a lot of our people are big. But, listen to what I'm saying here. That does not give or push the blame to Edom. It does not push the blame to the nations. Why? Give me that Hosea 13 verse 9 now.
The book of Hosea. You said
13 and 9.
The book of Hosea, chapter 13 and verse 9.
Come on.
Oh, Israel.
Oh, Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, highest in obesity in America. Go ahead.
Thou hast destroyed thyself.
You destroyed yourself. You did it. So, look. We are all subject to all these lies and deceptions. We are all subject to all the stuff that's around us that is detrimental to our bodies, our mind, our spirit, right? But we have the discipline that was given to us by the Lord, by the scriptures, to avoid all those things. So, yeah, we could push the blame to Esau. Yeah, we could say it was the white man's fault. We could blame our father, our mother. We could blame genetics and all this. But at the end of the day, it's you. It's you. You are the one that has fallen into this statistic because you don't want to discipline yourself. You don't love the people of God enough to change your habits, to be a good example to the people, to the nation of Israel, and to the nations.
It's really coming back to how God created us from the beginning. We got lost through all these different captivities on how we really supposed to conduct ourselves, how we supposed to eat, and all of that. Because in Sirach, it says little is sufficient for a body well nourished.
That's it.
So
that's it.
It's just coming back to who we are. And that's why I'm glad that Deke has a section on health.
Right.
And he's really bringing that remembrance back to us in a sense on how we're supposed to do this. Because think about it. When you really think about it, back then, we didn't have no fast food spots.
Right.
You had to go get your food. You had to grow your food. You had to wait. You had to be patient. You had to eat
hop
a
on the
little bit.
camel to
You had
get to the hub.
You had to stretch that thing out, right? It's until Esau came. Remember, they came and conquered Gadites, and they was eating all their food that lasted them weeks in 3 days. So that gluttony and spirit came from, of course, the other nations. So we just, we rehearsing the righteous acts.
That's it.
That's what happens when we gotta, when it says in Lamentations that we were sold our food, sold our water. And that's what happens. That effect took place. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have those resources, so they're selling us the worst of the worst in all our neighborhoods.
Right. You know what else this goes into? It goes into your topic about insecurity. Can I get Proverbs 23 real quick?
Are you segueing? I see you.
23 and what verse?
Verse 7.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 7. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he.
So guess what? When you big and you fat, everybody that's been big and fat at one point in time, you got low self-esteem. You do not feel like you the type of person that can go out and conquer the world. You feel like nobody loves you. Everybody's always talking about you. Whatever it is, the 7 watchmen in your head is always telling you, you got low self-esteem. Just like when you out and you exercising, when you look good, you feel good. It's the same correlation. Go ahead.
For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee. But his heart is not with thee.
Right. So that's the thing about it. When we are at our worst, it shows on us physically. So the things that we think, guess what? We can see it on each other. That's why when he came in here, Officer Asher was asking about how everybody's week was.
Right.
Because Toby, my man, was over here. He was deep in his thoughts, so we didn't know what the hell going on.
Yeah, in his own. Hey, but the last part of that is heavy too, because eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. That's the hatred to those that are enabling you too.
That's right.
You know you're on a diet. They know you're on a diet, but they still feed you the things that are not going to help you reach your goals.
That's it.
They ain't got no love for you.
That's it.
That's it. Hey, get the obesity effects. Get that up so everybody can see the effects of obesity, the deficiencies of it, the issues with it, just to put things into perspective. This for all my brothers and sisters out there, because at the end of the day, we have lost our sanity. here in America. We've lost a lot of wisdom and understanding that we've had prior to the destruction that came with the captivity in 1492, 1619, all the stuff that happened to us, all the trauma that happened to us and destroyed us. Let me show you the obesity effects on the body. Let's read that.
Obesity effects on the body. Risk of stroke.
Risk of stroke. A stroke can jack you up mentally.
Take you out.
If you have a stroke and you out, let's say for maybe 2-3 weeks, coma, for example, that can have an effect on your brain. It's all different cases, of course, but it can have an effect on your brain to where you're not going to wake up the same.
Right.
Your speech is going to be deficient.
Shut down half of your body.
You might be paralyzed, right? Shut down your body.
Right.
Many different things. Go ahead.
Obesity can lead to high blood pressure, which is the leading cause of stroke.
Come on.
Increased depression.
Increased depression.
Obesity can affect your mental health,
Going back to what Officer Ravane said, going into the topic that we're going to get into tonight. Go ahead.
including a higher risk of depression and issues with body image.
We had a brother here that was dealing with that. And part of his depression was based off his weight. So understand the obesity effects. Come on.
Sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea. Come on.
Obesity can make airways too small
Wow.
and lead to sleep apnea, where your breathing stops for periods of time at night.
And you might not notice because at the time you may be sleeping, but you're not getting enough oxygen into your body. Sleep apnea based off obesity. Come on.
Increased risk of heart attack.
Now look, give me the full scope of the image real quick. Look at how obesity affects not only the full body, but specifically certain organs, the brain and or the mind. Obesity affects every single part of your body. Look at what we're looking at here.
Yeah.
Look at the lines connecting to the body. So obesity, all in all, is completely negative for our people. All right, let's go through these quick. Just give me the topic. Don't give me the
Description.
the description.
Liver disease.
Liver disease.
Gastroesophageal.
You
You can zoom in.
Make it
Just-
bigger now.
Shift down as he reads.
Gastroesophageal reflux disease, skin fold rashes, cancer, liver disease, gallbladder problems, type 2 diabetes.
That's a big one right there. Come on.
Weakened muscles and bones, kidney failure, infertility,
Infertility for those that want to have children. You being obese decreases that. Come on.
Man and
joint
woman.
pain.
Joint pain.
That infertility made me think of Exodus when he said, let us deal wisely with them. It's another way for Esau to keep us from
Today.
multiplying and building
Right.
a nation too.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh, you're going deep.
Yep.
You're going deep. Yeah, that's heavy. Now give me Sirach 30 and let's read verse 14. So I just wanted to show y'all this so it can be put back into your remembrance, the deficiencies of obesity, the deficiencies of being overweight, and show you how important it is to be in good health. And it's not hard. It's not difficult.
Right.
Not saying that for those that have been dealing with it for a very long time, they're not going to have their issues, right? But you got a system. You got a network. You got brothers and sisters that have your back. You got people in the body that have been doing this. You got people with experience. Like, for example, Deacon Yasha, who has been pushing this. We got other people in the body. Captain Shem, who give the motivation as well as the advice to help our people. So there's no excuse. Come on.
The book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 15.
14.
Verse 14. Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution.
Better is the poor man being sound, of good spirit, of good constitution. Your body's solid, your body's strong. That's what it means by being sound. Come on.
Than a rich man that is afflicted in his body.
You being rich, but you are afflicted in your body, constantly sick.
Heart disease.
Heart disease,
Cancer and all kinds of
weakened immune system, cancer, all these things you're dealing with, but you got money in the bank. You got cars and mansions and all these different things.
It makes me think about a brother that used to be here. The brother didn't have much, but the brother was strong for his age. That man, he right now I think he probably in his mid to late 50s, but he would walk 20 miles or so. He would bike 20 miles or so, bike to the school. The brother never had a car until like 2-3 years ago. But before, he never made an excuse as to how he would get to the school.
Right.
Because if nobody could give him a ride, he would get here. That brother was strong in his age.
Yeah,
like
he
the
was
scripture
almost
says.
60 years old.
Wow.
Crazy work, bro.
Wow. So once again, I wanted to bring this out so y'all can consider those that are overweight, those that are obese. We want everybody in the nation of Israel to get to a sound, constituted body. We want everybody to be in one mind and one body. The leadership has been doing it. The brothers are getting in line. Sisters, it's time to get in line. Those that are overweight, those that are obese. You see the deficiencies. You see the issues. Let's knock down the statistics. Let's stop being a proverb in the Bible and an astonishment to the nations. Let's change all that. And that can be changed by applying the word of God, following with action afterward. All right? So now, I'll praise the Lord.
Hey,
So now,
quick question.
Go ahead.
I put a video in the chat. Can we play it?
Go ahead.
Bring a little bit of levity to the situation because it's a serious thing. At the end of the day, none of us want to be overweight. We understand the severity of what comes with being overweight. But if you look at the proverb, the byword, what we brought out in Deuteronomy 28, this is what comes from being overweight. Play that.
Lord Jesus.
Bruh.
I identify as rich. And I mean, I kind of have OCD.
You mean obesity?
So at the end of the day, it's another byword. People sit there, be scrolling on Instagram. It's videos like this where it becomes a joke to the nations.
Man,
it's crazy as hell.
Now, you know what's crazy about this particular man? He's got like a social media platform, whatever. I saw recently, maybe a year ago, maybe even longer than that. He actually lost all that weight. If y'all look him up, if y'all find his name, this dude right here, who was doing all these mukbang videos, and it was just like, it was the worst thing to see. Worst thing to see on the internet. This man actually lost all that weight. Since you brought it out, I want you to bring that out real quick. Just put on Google mukbang guy loses mad weight or something. There we go. Nico Cotto avocado. Nicholas Perry. Watch this. Pull up them photos, man. This is crazy work.
So it can be done.
Hey, him in that video,
Right.
I took my truck through the car wash today, and I saw a sister that looked exactly like how he looked in that video, like drying her car off, belly out and everything.
Damn.
Bro,
Amazing.
night and day.
Bro.
Night and day. No, go ahead. Put this up real quick. So this is the video, or this is the man that made the video that Officer Tobias brought out. After some years, maybe a year, I don't know how long, this man done lost all that weight.
He lost over 250 pounds.
Jesus.
And I'm pretty sure it's because he was in danger of some health issues, problems.
Oh, yeah.
Something.
Low self-esteem.
For someone to go extreme like that, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Something.
And mind you, this brother was making money. I'm talking about he was making millions, if not hundreds of thousands. People doing this for free. People getting this big for free.
Damn.
And somebody said that they put in the comments that he got the surgery. I mean, even if he got the surgery to help him out, he was going to need it anyway if he, lost all that weight because his skin was going to be sagging. So he was going to need some type of skin surgery to help him really reshape himself.
Right. That's it. So either way, the man lost the weight. The message is lose the weight.
That's it.
Lose the weight.
And feel
Lose
great.
the fat. Right. That's it. All right, y'all. So listen. We got some good stuff for y'all today. We got some excellent stuff for y'all today. This is a particular topic that I'm sure will hit home for a lot of people. Based off childhood, based off experiences in middle school, elementary, high school, adult life, relationships. I mean, it's a whole spectrum when it comes to this particular topic. The battle of insecurity. We're going to focus on relationships, trauma, and self-sabotage. Now, mind you, everybody has a level of insecurity. Everybody's insecure about something. Some may not show it outright. Some may be apparent about it. Some just know how to handle it better. But everybody's insecure about something. We were just talking about that prior to the show, right? And I believe even Deacon Joshua made mention of this as well. Everybody's insecure about something, but there's levels to the insecurity and detriments to the insecurity, to where sabotage in relationships happens, jobs, relationships start to hinder, all these different things based off the level of insecurity that you have and your inability to be able to control it, or your inability to be able to fix whatever the insecurity may be. Some things you can fix, some things you can't. Right? Deacon Joshua always brings it out. If you're short, you can't fix that. But if I'm overweight, I can fix that. So you could be insecure about your height, but it'll be wise for you to let that go and work on other things that you may be insecure about that you can fix, such as your weight, right? Maybe some imperfections with your face or something. Maybe you got a lot of blemishes. You can fix that. Go to a dermatologist. do what it do, whatever the case may be. I'm just bringing out fashion, whatever, right? Different spectrums, different examples. But when it comes to insecurity, it's a broad spectrum that could be very detrimental if it's not fixed, if it's not understood. And this is why we got to focus on this, because I know a lot of people in the nation of Israel suffer with insecurity. And just to bring things into more perspective and to give y'all a better idea of what insecurity is, I'm going to give y'all some synonyms. But first, let's read the definition of insecurity. And also on the chat, if y'all free to it, post a Y if you deal with insecurity at whatever level. Post a Y. And I want y'all to I want you to consider the topic as we go through it so you can understand how to better deal with this particular trait. Come on.
Insecure, adjective. Lacking confidence or assurance.
So insecurity is you lacking confidence or assurance. Come on.
Feeling uncertain about yourself, your abilities, or your worth.
So like I said, this goes into a spectrum of things, because this could be lacking confidence based off your body. This could be lacking confidence based off what you know, what you don't know. This could be lacking confidence based off the people that are around you, how many friends you got, how many friends you don't. It's a whole broad spectrum. Right. Insecurity is you lacking confidence or assurance, right? Example,
he felt insecure about speaking in front of people.
Because maybe something happened in his childhood where when he spoke out loud, when he spoke in public, he was criticized for it. That's just one example. Or maybe it's the way that he speaks. Maybe he don't have a strong vernacular and he feels a way about it, right? Or she feels a way about it. It could be a whole spectrum of these things, right? Come on.
Number 2, not stable or safe.
Not stable or safe.
Something that is not firmly fixed, protected, or reliable.
Okay, 3.
Number 3, vulnerable to danger or risk.
Okay, so the main one that we wanted was that lacking confidence or assurance. Now, let's get some synonyms, because insecurity is not in the Bible. Insecurity is not in the Bible, but let's see some things that we can find in the Bible. Give me the synonyms. Now, look, before you go, look at all the whys. See, all the men said, they weren't going to comment. Hey, I don't blame you, right? Certain things we don't want to put out in the forefront, but understand that everybody deals with a level of insecurity, all right? So you can see all the whys. You're not alone. You're not alone. This is a big topic that a lot of our people deal with. All right. So now, let's read some of those synonyms.
Emotional or confidence related. Uncertain.
So insecurity goes into uncertainty. So that's a lack of faith. Go ahead.
Self-doubting.
You are self-doubting. Doubt is in the scripture. Go ahead.
Unsure.
Come on.
Timid. Anxious. Unconfident. Fearful.
As I'm reading all these synonyms, I'm thinking about all kinds of scriptures. Insecurity goes into a brother being bashful or a sister being bashful, into a brother or sister being doubtful. They doubt themselves. They doubt God. We're going to get those examples later. Anxious, right? Inconfident, timid. All this stuff is in the Bible. So if you deal with any one of these, you deal with a level of insecurity. You are insecure. You are not secure about something. All right? All right, drop that, drop that, drop that, drop that, drop that. So the first thing that I want to deal with is where this could stem from, where insecurity could stem from, right? Because we know that a lot of the stuff that we deal with today is based off the things that we dealt with as we were coming up in age, right? In our youth, in childhood. You understand? So I want to deal with that first and foremost. First and foremost. So now give me the slide right quick. Give me the slide right quick on the left. Yes, sir. So like I said, I want to deal with this first and foremost, right? Childhood experiences that cause low self-esteem. But before we get started, give me the scripture in Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Give me Romans 15 and verse 4.
The book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
So the things that were written aforetime that you find written in the scriptures, they were written for our learning. So we're going to dive into insecurity, doubt, right? Inconfidence. We're going to deal with all these things because it's written in the scriptures. Come on.
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
So that we could better deal with these traits that are upon us and that make us deficient in the word of God, that make us deficient in our everyday life. We're going to fix these things. We are going to fix these things. So now, let's go back to the slide right quick. Childhood experiences that cause low self-esteem. So I want everybody to keep in mind your childhood. Remember the things that you went through so that you can better understand yourself. Give me that also in 1 Corinthians 13 and verse 5. Or it might be 2 Corinthians. Yes, sir. 2 Corinthians 13 and verse 5. What the Bible does is it helps you to reflect on yourself. It helps you to understand yourself, to better know yourself. When you know yourself, you know exactly what to battle. You know exactly what to work on. You know what chinks are in your armor. Come on.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 13 and verse 5. Examine yourself.
So you got to examine yourself. You got to look into your childhood. You got to look into the things that you went through. You got to look at the things that you're dealing with, certain traits that you have. It says examine yourself.
Whether you be in the faith.
And you got to see, does my certain way of life, do these characteristics that I have, the doubt, the fear, the inconfidence, the insecurity, does it line up with the Bible? Does the Bible want me to be this way? Does the Lord want me to be this way? And if not, that's when you start to search in the scriptures and see, okay, this is how I can fix it. You know what? The Bible teaches that I should counsel. I should speak to somebody that knows. Let me see who I could speak to that has good reputation, that has went through or has gone through or has knowledge of what I'm going through right now. Speak to him or her and find out some resolutions to my issues. Examine yourselves, whether you be in the faith. Go ahead.
Prove your own selves.
That's what we got to do. We got to prove our own selves. See, a lot of these things we didn't really regard back in the world. We didn't think about insecurity. We didn't think about doubt. We didn't think about narcissism. What's some other stuff that we touched on? Doubt, depression, all these things we didn't really touch on, right? Cognitive dissonance. None of this stuff we dealt with back then. We didn't really regard those things. We just went about everyday life not caring when anybody thought about us to a certain degree or not caring to fix it. But today, in understanding Christ, we must prove our own selves. Go ahead.
Know ye not your own selves, how that Jesus Christ is in you.
That's the difference. Jesus Christ is in us. All the believers in Christ, the Lord's Spirit is within you. Come on.
Except ye be reprobate.
Except you be a reprobate. So we got to examine ourselves. We got to prove our own selves. All right? Let's pull it up again. Let's pull it up again. Come on.
Number 1, constant criticism or verbal abuse.
So now, when it comes to childhood experiences, these are some things that may have caused or has caused the low self-esteem or the insecurity that you have now. Constant criticism or verbal abuse. So you got to mind, when I was a child, was I constantly criticized and verbally abused? Now, criticism is good. It can be good. But the way that we grew up, a lot of us, especially being in the Black, Latino, and Native American household, most of our parents, they did not know how to criticize proficiently, effectively. They did not know how to speak to us in order to edify. Those ways to edify. And the way that our parents, most of our parents, raised us up, it probably wasn't good when it came to criticism. There was a lot of tearing down, destruction, and no building up. So that's probably why you may have low self-esteem as you come up in age. Give me some of those examples, always.
Always being told you're not good enough. You're dumb. Why can't you be light?
So the result of that is internal voice becomes negative as you grow older. Persons grow up feeling inadequate no matter what they do. That harmful speech destroys peace and relationships. So like I said, criticism is good, but it's the way that you bring it out. That's like going back to Jude, right? Jude 19:20. You about to bring that out?
Well, yeah.
Go ahead. Bring that out. And I got Sirach 28 on hold. Give me Sirach 28 after that.
Yeah.
Because I want to show y'all in regards to criticism, correction, and admonishment.
Right. Because, in the world we were lopsided on one side with how we dealt with things because we didn't really know right from wrong. We just knew what was right from wrong from how we grew up, what was handed down or passed down through generation, which we all know where that came from. But according to the scriptures, there's a balance to the types of criticisms that go out. Go ahead and read that.
The book of Jude, verse 19. These be they who separate themselves, sensual, having not the spirit.
Right.
But ye.
That's most of our people. Very emotional. Accountability comes out, and they get very emotional. They start to separate themselves or shut down or don't want to talk and close their ears to what's being brought out instead of getting the good out of it and trying to fix it. Read.
Verse 20, but ye, beloved.
This is the point. Go.
Building up yourselves on your most holy faith. Praying in the Holy Ghost. You want verse 21?
Yeah, straight to the
verse
point.
21. Keep yourselves in the love of God. Looking for the mercy of our Lord Jesus Christ unto eternal life.
Give me the, I'm looking for the son with compassion.
That's the next verse.
Yeah, I just want straight to the point.
And of some have compassion.
I want to get straight to the point just because of this reason. The compassion part, we're used to. Why? We're used to this. Oh, it's a ride. You look like that. Don't tell no, you don't look like that. It's okay to be like that. We're used to that, which is good to a certain point, but that compassion shouldn't be lies. That compassion should just be a nice way to bring the truth to someone through the scriptures, not just what you think or what you think is how it supposed to be presented, but through the scriptures. But this next part is where we fall off the wagon at. Read.
And if some have compassion, making a difference, and others save with fear.
Fear.
Pulling them out of the fire.
Now, when you get pulled out of anything, is it going to feel nice? If you're about to go on someone, boom, you're like, why you do that? That ain't feel good. But, bro, you was about to get hit by a bus. Bro, a tree was about to fall you. This was about to happen. That pull with fear, that's that harsh correction, that criticism that people don't like to hear, which will, if you accept it, it will fix you.
Right.
It will definitely fix you. It's just we don't want to hear what we really have to deal with.
You know what's funny? I just caught this just now. Read that part about the fire again.
And others save with fear, pulling them out of the fire.
In order to pull somebody out, a lot of times you got to step into the fire with that person. So where you might not like the way that somebody's giving you the message, they're risking a potential violent encounter by talking to you a certain way in order to snap you out of whatever mind state that you in. Right. So they step into that fire with you to pull you out.
The Bible is a listen to what I said, not how I said it book.
Right.
It's not about feelings at all.
That's right. Now, give me the book of Sirach, chapter 28. The book of Sirach, chapter 28. In regards to that constant criticism or verbal abuse. Now, here's the difference. Sirach 28, verse 17.
The book of Sirach, chapter 28 and verse 17. The stroke of the whip maketh marks in the flesh.
Right, so that's inedible. The strokes of the whip maketh marks in the flesh. Oh, bam! You're going to have a mark on your back, right? You're going to have a mark.
My man.
Right. Inedible. Now, I want you to see the comparison, or rather the contrast. Come on.
But the stroke of the tongue.
But the stroke of the tongue. The Bible compares a stroke of the whip somewhat as the stroke of the tongue. In other words, upbraiding. In other words, criticism with no edification. In other words, verbal abuse.
Right.
So this ain't like, son, why'd you do that? That's wrong. You got to do it this way. Let me show you, son. Daughter, this is what you did. The scriptures say that. You got to do better. All right? You got to do better. This is your first time. I'm going to give you a little ease. Got to do better, right? Not, you ain't shit. You ain't never going to be shit. Your mama wasn't shit. Your daddy wasn't shit. That's the stuff that maybe some of us heard. And maybe it shaped us to be better, right? Because it's not like an end-all, be-all, like if you go through this, that's, no. But for most of us, it affected us in a certain way to now we've got right. It's a lasting imprint to where now it affects us in today's time, in today's age. Read on.
But the stroke of the tongue breaketh the bones.
It breaketh the bones. There is a long-lasting effect when it comes to some verbal abuse that we get from certain people, especially our parents. The people that, mind you, parents as a kid, you are relying on them. You are depending on them for warmth, for compassion, for teaching, for all that. And you getting something negative from them.
Right.
Can you really blame them so much? Maybe partially, right? Partially. But just like us, they grew up in environments where they wasn't taught these things, and their forefathers and their foremothers. This goes back to the Willie Lynch, and I know you had that. I had the same joint. That's why I was peeping.
Yeah.
It all goes back to that. Now, let me just show you contrast before you pull that video up. Give me 1 Maccabees 2:17. I don't want to harp on this too much, but this is a big one. 1 Maccabees 2:17. 13:7. Sorry. 1 Maccabees 13:7. Excuse me. Let me show you how the difference.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 13 and verse 7.
Watch this.
Now, as soon as the people heard these words.
Now, as soon as the people heard the words of Simon, go ahead.
Their spirit revived.
What they do?
Their spirit revived.
That's what we got to do with our words. We got to revive.
Bring life.
We got to bring life to people. That wasn't happening in a lot of our childhoods.
Right.
That was not happening. Who was going to bring out a video?
I had posted this. This is from the 5 Heartbeats, because going into the example of the parents, this brother dad literally told him he ain't gonna be shit because I ain't shit. Go ahead and play that real quick. It's like 40 seconds.
Where you been? Coming back here this late?
Told you he had a show tonight. How'd it go?
I see the brother had a show.
He ain't gonna be shit neither.
He didn't say nothing.
You ain't gotta say that. You ain't gonna be shit, cause I ain't shit.
He planted that seed in his son. He said, you ain't gonna be shit because I ain't shit. And when you can stop it right there. When you go on to watch this movie, I believe this brother turned into a drug addict.
Yep.
I think he was coked out.
Yep.
Wow.
Look at his face though, like
It's
the
defeated.
micro expressions that how he was his eyebrows was twitching. He was absorbing what his father, because he looked up to his father.
Right. And
That's
he
right.
became that very thing. He
That's
became
right.
ain't
And
shit.
just to make that point, what you're saying with this example, he was one of the best singers.
Yes.
He was.
He
Right.
was on the outside looking and playing the part, but inside he was still destroyed.
Right.
Where
Yeah.
he couldn't control it and end up coming out and seeping out.
Bro, that's some heavy stuff. Give me Proverbs 12 and read me verse 18.
I thought you was going to say 29 and 1.
No, you can bring that out.
Okay.
Give me Proverbs 12 and verse 18, and then you said something that sparked. Oh, yes. Somewhere else in the book of Proverbs, it might be 16, it talks about how the word of life brings life. I mean, not the word. How a word can bring life or death.
Mm-hmm.
What if that brother would have heard the opposite from his father?
Right.
He
I'm
could have
proud of
been.
you,
He could have
son.
been proficient. He could have been excellent. Come on, read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 12 and verse 18. There is that speaketh like the piercings of a sword.
There is a man, there is a woman that speaketh like the piercings of a sword. Sometimes when you get stabbed, that scar is never going away.
Right.
And that scar might affect you for the rest of your life.
And it's always there to remind you.
And it's always there to remind you, whether good or bad. And in this case, bad, negative. There is that speaking like the piercings of a sword. Go ahead.
But the tongue of the wise is health.
He could have got that, and he would have
Right.
been a lot better off. So a lot of this low self-esteem, a lot of this insecurity comes from verbal abuse. Get that one that you had, officer?
Actually, go to Proverbs 16 and verse 24.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 24.
Because this is why it's important to watch how we speak to our children, right? We got to be very, very mindful of how we dealing with them and bringing them up. Read.
Pleasant words are as an honeycomb, sweet to the soul.
It's sweet to the soul. Read.
And health to the bones.
It's health to the bones because it's going to nourish them in their upbringing. It's going to make them strong in all the right ways. That's why it's so important to not deal with them the way that we saw. What was his name? Eddie Kane.
Eddie Kane.
That's why it's important to not deal with our kids how Eddie Kane's father dealt with him. The words that we speak to them in righteousness is health to their bones, to their nourishment.
Let me get Ephesians real quick to land back on what you said. Ephesians 4:29. 4:29, because like Officer Asher read earlier, how words can destroy someone. But look at how the Bible said how we're supposed to use these things.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying.
When we speak, and like you said, Officer Asher, when we speak, and we're supposed to speak to edify, we're supposed to speak to build, we're supposed to speak to build character and build people. You get what I'm saying? Get them onto over the edge that they're trying to get over, but they can't. But giving them that push through your speech. Read.
That it may minister grace unto the hearers.
That it may give them hope when they hear it. If the dad was like, I go out there, son, and show them what this family's about. You're that guy. He would have had hope, and he would have went out there with a whole different mindset.
Right.
Where because behind the scenes, he was drinking his sorrows away. It was like he's out there, but he was still dealing with that neglect from his father, where he was drinking it by himself away, and it got to the point where it overcame him.
Yep.
Heavy. Hey, and we dealt with this a little bit more lengthy because words have a huge effect on the upbringing of an individual. That's why we had to capitalize on that.
It's good we dealt with it, though, because, we're at a point now in this truth where we have another generation that's coming up, right?
Absolutely.
And we're having kids that are born into this. So it's important to know because a lot of us didn't have it. Yep. So seeing this type of content and we're touching on it, that prepares parents even better to be able to deal with their kids in the right way. So that way, this generation that's coming up that was born pure in this truth, they don't have those same corruptions that we did. Right. So it to me, it's good that we went, a little lengthy on it.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. The second one is what? Emotional
neglect.
Come on.
Parents present physically, but emotionally unavailable.
Or spiritually unavailable. So the parents are there, but they're not there. Come on.
No affection or encouragement.
No affection or encouragement. So this is a big one as well. Being physically present, but spiritually absent, right? And this happened, I'm sure, to a lot of us, right? I'm sure the people that are watching, even some of us, we understand. Parents get caught up in this. They get caught up in that. Most of them didn't know how to parent. They didn't know how to be there for you. They didn't know how to ask you certain questions. Didn't build you up effectively. And because of that, these things, what they build us feeling like we're invisible or unimportant. So that's what makes us go out in life thinking we ain't going to get the job. Thinking we ain't going to get the raise. Thinking that we ain't going to be successful. Thinking that we can't be as successful as the next man. Thinking that we never gonna find hope because we never got that back at home when we were supposed to be nourished the most. Now watch this. Give me Isaiah 49 and verse 15. Especially from the woman.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 49 and verse 15. Can a woman forget her suckling child?
So it's a rhetorical question. Come on.
That she should not have compassion on the son of her womb.
Because a woman can forget her suckling child. Didn't it say in Job or Lamentations that the sea monsters are better than the black woman, Hispanic woman, Native American woman, because even they take care of the young. They make sure that they give them what they need. Whereas our people, the daughters of our people, we neglect spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Come on.
Yea, they may forget.
They may forget.
Yet will I not forget thee.
And the Lord never forgot us. And because the Lord never forgot us, we have hope today to be able to look through this Bible and fix our lives. So all the neglect that we had got through, all of the lack of, the neglect that we got throughout our childhood, we was able to get back some of that confidence, some of that security, because the Lord gave us this hope. Yes. He never forgot about us. He never forgot about us.
That goes back to Romans 15 and 4.
Yes, absolutely. Now read the next one.
Number 3, comparison to others. Being compared to siblings, classmates, or others.
Oh, that's in every household.
Cloud Hammers.
Growing up, you already know if you had siblings, there was always that favorite one. Always that bad one, that black sheep, that,
Right.
Yep. Black sheep is crazy.
So that results in inferiority complex, right? Bases worth on outperforming others. So it can become negative. These things can become negative, right? You got the next one?
Number 4, bullying. Peers or adults. Teasing, social rejection, or being picked on.
Right, whether it's appearance, whether it's their intelligence, whether it's their background, whatever the case may be. And a lot of us was probably bullied just based off the color of our skin, just based off the race that we come from, even though it's the best race. Right. We was judged based off who we are. Shoot, even now.
Even as adults.
We are bullied. I mean, it don't affect us. We know who we are. We confident, right? We know what's up. But even today, they bully us with these with these words.
These subtleties.
And all the things that they throw us. And because of that, shame comes about and social anxiety. That's them weird, they don't really talk too much. They very standoffish. A lot of it is based off these things. Fear of judgment and rejection. So relationships to them may not be as easy. I'm telling you, insecurity goes into all these. Insecurity don't just mean you just close up.
Right.
Insecurity goes into a whole lot of things, to where you can't speak properly, to where you are afraid to speak or to make friends or to have relationships. We ain't even got into the relationships yet. I'm talking about insecurity can be so detrimental that it will deteriorate. Give me another word that starts with the letter D. Just
Damage.
Damage.
Destroy.
Our relationship.
Diminish.
Okay, diminish. All right, let's go. Next one, 5.
Number 5, bullying, peers or adults.
No, the next one.
Number 6, lack of praise or recognition.
Oh, I see, because the ad just was bugging out. So you got lack of praise or recognition, right? That kind of goes back to the emotional neglect. Come on. They only notice when something's wrong, right? They only notice when something's wrong. Because of that, you feel like nothing you do is enough, right? You seek validation by people or from people. Come on.
That's that Proverbs 29:1 right there. That constant correction, that leads to a child becoming very stiff-necked, and that's how a lot of our kids get destroyed.
And
yes, sir.
I'm sorry, Officer Ashley.
Go good.
Scroll down. Go to number 2 real quick.
Where y'all at? There they go. Come on, man.
Number 2 and 6 goes together. Why? I mean, they're all together, right? But there's a point that I'm trying to make. You notice what they're on? Phones. Social media today. That's right. Emotional neglect.
Good catch.
Because they're always on the phones, and social media is everything nowadays. Catch. Where we're not building the children, wives, husbands like we're supposed to. Now it's gonna tie into this, because the only time something is gonna be talked about is when you do something. You done did that again. Yep. You get what I'm saying? So
damn,
I saw that.
And that's how your child becomes stiff-necked.
Stiff-necked, hard to correction.
Right.
Looking for attention somewhere else now. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, that's an excellent catch, officer. Because as they're being distracted by the things of the world, the children are being taught
by the
television,
right.
by the phone. And none of that breeds any form of confidence, because a lot of times you see the things on the internet, it's all about the finest woman, the finest man. It's all sexualized. And if a woman or a man feels like they ain't got what the people got on the screen, that's one form of lack of security in itself.
Social media destroys.
Yes.
It destroyed a whole generation.
Yeah. Man, oh man.
Destroyed a whole generation.
That's right.
Hey, it got sisters thinking that the Cheesecake Factory ain't good enough.
Man.
Damn.
Our brother can't even have a 9 to 5 no more.
Man.
Crazy work. Hey, give me Proverbs 15 and verse 4. Going back to what we was talking about earlier. I brought this out earlier when it talked about Simon and how he gave word to the people and it revived them. That's the opposite of lack of praise or recognition. So like Officer Benson was saying, very good point. This makes us to understand that we need to make sure that we raise up our children in a better way. Come on.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 4. A wholesome tongue.
A wholesome tongue, meaning it gives life. It's wholesome. It's whole. It's righteous. Those words, go ahead.
Is a tree of life.
It brings forth life. It nourishes that child. It nourishes that man, that woman. Come on.
But perverseness therein is a breach in the spirit.
But perverseness, the opposite of that tree of life, the opposite of that wholesome tongue, what it ends up doing is it starts to destroy the child mentally, which in turn will destroy them physically, which in turn will destroy them in their adulthood. They'll suffer through many things just based off the fact that they was never given any form of wholesome words, any form of encouragement, any form of confidence. That's what we need as children, bro. Especially in today's world, man. Today's world is so wicked. I can't even picture myself going back to school. I'm talking about as a child. With all the stuff that these people is doing, all these kids is doing, all the evil that's out there, man. Social media, oh my God. At least in my time, it wasn't that bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all are older, so y'all have different experiences and so forth. You know, I'm only 23, so.
Boy, no way, boy.
Now I'm 29.
Hey, speaking of that.
Once I hit 30, it's over. Right, Officer Joe?
Start going downhill after that, buddy.
Hey, your check engine light come on at 30.
For real, though.
Hey, speaking of that though, like, with not wanting to go back to school because of corruption today, real quick, I was in Target the other day with my son, right? We had stopped by and run some errands. And y'all know the phrase that kids use today for sex is like getting cracked? Is that what they call it?
Right, getting cracked, right.
I overheard a conversation from an aisle over, and it was 2 high school age girls. You can tell, like, just by how they sounded. And then when I saw them, when they walked out behind me and my son, I was like, this is crazy. One of them was asking the other, like, hey, such and such is your boyfriend, right? And she's like, yeah. It's like, oh, his birthday's coming up. What are you going to get him for his birthday? She said, oh, he asked, can he crack? I was like, bruh, this is crazy that these kids are out talking about this type of stuff. I mean, we were doing it, but it's like, it was different in our age. Like, it wasn't so out in the open. Yeah. Like, they just talking about this shit in Target.
Come on.
Like, everybody can hear what's going on. They know Susie finna get cracked for such and such birthday. That's crazy, man. Crazy. I would hate to be in this generation in school.
Man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Now, you could drop that. Give me the video with the time starting at 17:03. It's on YouTube, 17:03. We're going to start at 17:03. Come on. Right there is fine.
We worry about. Think of these things that come up in our inner child or our subconscious mind goes, see, I told you. Here are some examples. Reading into text messages, in the speed to which someone responds to us, we take that as evidence about our worth. It's pretty human. But again, how intense is that for you? Might that confirm something about you, or you're looking to have it confirm something about you? Another is getting really triggered around in-groups and out-groups, like not being invited to lunch by a group of coworkers, or having a friend who spends time with other friends.
So he's giving some examples right now. He's going to get into the childhood stuff later, but he's giving some examples of insecurity, like reading too much into messages, you're not invited to this, so on and so forth.
About you. Seeing someone get like the house, the car, the kids, and get all that and education and everything they wanted in life when you might be a very late bloomer like myself. I was a late bloomer. Seeing someone on social media, it's a lot of S words, have experiences or a lifestyle that makes you feel really less than. P.S. That stuff is really not real, but it can very much affect our sense of self-worth. Another is a pattern of wondering if people are mad at you. This is kind of obvious stuff, but anxiety about something you said when you were trying to be, like, say, more authentic, and intense shame about being real, or why did I say those things? Why do I even try? These can be real or imagined mistakes. And the comparison is feeling like others have the right to authenticity, or others have the right to be mad at you and you don't. One I forgot to mention is feeling insecure when we're not in a relationship, as not being in one might confirm something to our subconscious or our inner child, which I see as the same kind of a thing, in inner child subconscious.
And you know what's heavy about this? There's a lot of women, I'm just making reference to this because I just thought about it. There's a lot of women, for example, that play a lot of games as they get older in relationships, right? They sabotage relationships. They play games as far as, let me cause an issue to see if they really love me. All this is based off their insecurity.
Right.
Understand that.
Bring it out.
Are the worst
Officer Rain got
issues
something on that.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I thought you signaled me. Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Related to our childhood. Some examples from our childhood about our self-worth and security. So being a child of neglect, where inclusion with engaged parents just didn't happen. And subconsciously, neglected children know where they stand, meaning that they might believe a parent loves them because the parent tells them, but the child takes in that the parent really never spends time with them. And it's like a message that the child might not be fully
conscious. Pause it real quick. I just thought about something that Deke usually brings out when he talks about children, and how he makes it a point to where if his son comes up, daughter comes up, and wants to show him something, right? Let's say it's a drawing, whatever the case may be. He takes the time to actually, look at the child and give that child the attention, even though he may be busy. Now, it might not be in all cases, but the fact that you're trying, the fact that you're being there for your child when they need it the most, giving that child attention, not only in word, yeah, I love you, daughter, yeah, I love you, son, but also physically and emotionally. Because remember, love is an action. So you can say you love your child, but if you neglect them, do you really love your child? So that's what he's going into. Go ahead.
It just made me think about something that we went over in 300 when we were talking about children. One of the officers that was teaching that class, he mentioned even a simple smile at your child, it acknowledges them. Like if they smile at you, you smile back. That's an acknowledgement from you that they have your attention. That goes a long way with them because, you know, some of us, our parents only frowned at us growing up. So that, you know, that's like one of the little things that can build up their confidence too. That's heavy. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
But they're taking it in. Another is being a scapegoated child where having worth was impossible since you were listed as the family problem at all times.
That's what
Another
Job was
is
saying
experiencing being left behind at school due to neglect or at home, either around like not keeping up academically or struggling with a disability, struggling with trouble socializing, struggling with bullying.
Pause it real quick. And even though we're talking about childhood, dealing with parents, this also goes into school. How maybe you did have a high self-esteem, but until you got to school, you started to meet these kids, deal with all these different issues in school. That's when the insecurity came in. Like I said, daughter gets criticized in school, gets told she's ugly, though she might not be, but it just may be the circle that she's around, the people that's around, whatever. And now she feels as if she's the ugliest girl in the school. Starts jacking up her hair, starts getting mad at the dad or the mom because Jennifer can get extensions and I can't type stuff. Whatever.
Don't have the latest
Y'all get my point, right? Mm-hmm. Come on.
Is usually one's first huge struggle with self-worth when we're not safe at home. And a big one, another example is growing up in poverty or chaos.
Whoa. Growing up in what? Poverty and chaos. Poverty and give me that Isaiah 42. No. 45, 14:32. Gotcha. That's it. Isaiah 14, 32.
Chapter 14 and verse 32. What shall one answer the messenger of the nation? That the Lord hath founded Zion.
The Lord hath founded Zion, the Israelites.
And the poor of his people shall trust in it.
And the poor of his people shall trust in it. In it. Who are the poor of his people? The nation of Israel. Zion. We are the poor of the nation. Poor in what manner? Not only in poverty, which is what he made reference to. We are poor in spirit, spiritually. That makes it even worse because being in poverty, not having, you know, what this man got, that sister got, whatever, not having enough money as the other kid got. That's one thing in itself that may cause insecurity. But we are broken in spirit.
Where did that come from, though?
What you mean?
Where did that? So we got insecurities because of our parents. Where did our parents get it from?
Right.
And they're like, what is the genesis of that? Because in Deuteronomy 7:6, it says we're above all people. That's clear. It's 8 billion some people on the planet, and we're above all of them, right? But for some strange reason, we don't think that way. We definitely don't act that way. So how do we get this mindset that we're less than what God said we are?
Just read what you want to read.
All praises. Let's go on to get that. Can we get that?
Yeah, the Willie Lynch.
Yeah, let me get
That's the way
page
that was
13.
an all-setter right there. I was like, hold on.
I know he was setting it up.
Go there.
Let me get page 13, and then we go read page 14. We going straight to I want the middle. We lay down right there, just that middle piece.
This is the Willie Lynch letter.
Read
Cardinal principles for making a Negro.
Come on.
We laid down the following principles for long-range, comprehensive economic planning.
Now remember, these are Edomites, and this is their principles for making a Negro. We laid down the following principles. Look, they got a whole SOP on how to turn God's greatest people into niggers. Damn. And fat tortas. Come on.
And SOP is
both horse and niggers is no good to the economy.
So they're comparing us to freaking horses, right? Come on.
In the wild or natural state. Both must be broken and tied together for orderly production.
In order for us to act and conduct ourselves the way they want to, they have to break us down from what we know naturally, which is what? That we God's chosen people. Read.
For orderly future, special and particular attention must be paid to the female and the youngest offspring.
And that's what we see in the school systems where you got all the children bullying the other ones. Where they get that from? Mostly single parent households that are run by the black and Hispanic mother. Why? Because this was the design from the beginning. It's the economic principles and planning that they went to. Give me the next page. Right there. I just want that start at the top.
No, neither principle alone will suffice for good economics.
So they couldn't just implement one of their principles. They had to implement all of their principles at once. That's where you get that eugenics tree from.
You're right.
That is the outline of all of their principles that are against God's people. Now go ahead.
All principles must be employed for orderly good of the nation. Accordingly, both a wild horse and a wild or nature
nigger. Say the word nature nigger. Those are the Israelites. Those are the nature nigger is the Israelite that does not have low self-esteem, that knows who they are, and is out back to teach their people who they are to get rid of the low self-esteem. Now go to the middle. This is the last part. Above all, you cannot get them to work in this natural state. Right. You cannot get an Israelite who knows who they are to subject themselves to the principles of our oppressors. So you have to find a way to separate them from their God. Come on.
Hence, both the horse and the nigger must be broken. That is the breaking them from one form of mental life to another.
Here it goes.
Keep the body.
Keep them strong.
Take the mind.
But make them mentally weak. Come on.
In other words, break the will to resist.
And there you have it. So generations later, we are now living in the results of this right here, where they said, come, let us cut them off from being a people.
Yeah, that's heavy stuff that we brought out earlier.
When you read about it, too, in the Willie Lynch, they look on the insecurities. The ones that are tall versus short, light versus dark, old versus young.
I had another excerpt that was going more into that.
Right.
It was going more into that. But since you brought that out, I'm gonna leave that one alone. Matter of fact, no, bring it out real quick. Since it's already there, I see it. I'm looking at it right there. Nope, Willie Lynch, black and white. Left. Boom, right there. Just read it real quick. I just want this first part right here.
The Negro marriage unit. We breed 2 nigger males with 2 nigger females. Then we take the nigger males from them and keep them moving and working. Say the one nigger female bear a nigger female and the other bears a nigger male.
So this is a man, a racist, evil, malicious, despicable, doggone evil man. Dad, you can just tell by his speech. Come on.
Both nigger females being without the influence of the nigger image.
Being without the influence of the nigger image.
Right.
The image of God.
Or another word,
Right.
thank you. Or another word, the image of God.
Right.
The image of the man. Because back then, these men, they weren't spiritually destroyed as of yet. At least as a whole nation. As of yet, fully. So they can still teach their offspring good things. Go on.
Frozen with an independent psychology.
Now they're frozen with an independent psychology. Not on the household, but on who? On Esau, on Edom, and all his lies and philosophies and evil. Go ahead.
Will raise their offspring into reverse positions.
Reverse positions. Man under woman, woman above the man, all that. Which has destroyed our people. They made it so that the children could now be subject to Edom and look up to Edom. I got scriptures. Give me Jeremiah 6:19, and then I want Isaiah where it talks about lay thy feet as the ground. I think it's Isaiah 51. And then give me the video on the black doors. The black doe test. This goes into that. Jeremiah 6:19.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 6 and verse 19.
Listen up.
Hear, O earth.
Hear, O earth.
Behold, I will bring evil upon this people.
The Israelites.
Even the fruit of their thoughts.
Even the what?
The fruit of their thoughts.
He says, I'm going to bring evil upon this people, even indeed the fruit of their thoughts. Meaning the way that they think, I'm going to curse. I'm going to put evil. So the way that we think today, it ain't confident. It ain't to righteousness. It's not
It's weak
to
and
excellence.
fearful. Right. Yeah.
Now it's insecurity. It's weak. It's doubtful. It's fearful. It's many different things that are not according to what the Word of God said that we should be, which is the complete opposite, which is what Officer Rain brought out in Deuteronomy 7:6, a special people, a holy people above all people. So the mind, the thoughts that we have are cursed. And that's why we think the way that we think now. That's why we have insecurity. That's why we have doubt and fear. Give me that in Isaiah real quick. Nope. Before you get Isaiah, let's get the dog video.
And that's a result of us not doing what it says in verse 16. Because that goes into Romans 15:4, which you read earlier about looking for the things of old. This verse says the same thing. It says stand in the way and basically look for those things of old. It's because we didn't do that.
That's it. 100%. Bring that out, that video. This goes back to the Willie Lynch to a degree as well. Come on. So this is the dog test. It's a psychological experiment designed in the 1940s in the USA to test the degree of marginalization felt by African-American children caused by prejudice. Children, African-American children. So they start from young to destroy our people. Come on.
Which doll is white? Which doll is black? Which one is pretty? This one.
Now hold
Which
it.
one is pretty?
Hold it. Hold it. The woman, the daughter, the child, pointed to the white doll as the beautiful doll, the pretty doll, right? If the parent at the home, if the mother at the home, like remember reading Isaiah earlier, I'm not going to leave thee, but the woman will leave thee. If the woman was telling the daughter as she's doing her hair, you are so beautiful, your hair is beautiful, and according to the Bible, God has your hair, and he is the first author of beauty, right? As you know, as she's doing the hair, whatever, you know, messing with it, whatever. Words of encouragement. Who do you think she would point at that instance? The black doll. But because this child wasn't trained, right? She gonna point to the doll that makes sense to what she's been looking at on television. Because when she watches Powerpuff Girls, I don't know what these kids is watching, probably Powerpuff Girls.
They ain't watching
It's three, well, you know what I'm talking
These are Italian
I'm
children.
making a point here. The Italian version. When they watching all these little cartoons and all that, it's white people. Superheroes white.
Superheroes white. Yep.
Supermodels white.
Yep.
That's why I like SpongeBob. At least they don't, you know what I mean? At least they didn't have race.
Hey,
so
and notice with these dolls too, like they didn't even have to give the black doll afro and the white doll straight hair. They just had to change the color of the skin.
That's it. Go ahead.
Pretty. Which one is ugly?
Damn. He's like,
oh shit.
It failed.
And which one is good? Which one is bad? Which one is good?
Hey, stop real quick. You know why it's hard for her to point?
Yeah.
Because she's black herself.
Right.
She's over here like,
right.
That's about me, but yep, that one. That's crazy work right there.
Her little spirit is conflicted.
Yes,
bro.
this is a child. This ain't a grown adult. This is a child. Just like Officer Job just said, it's a heavy point that he made. They are conflicted because they know that the doll that they're pointing to reflects themselves because they are black like the doll. But at the same time, because the child wasn't groomed right, but even then, even if she was, because the child has been seeing her own people shaking their ass on hip-hop videos, because the child has been seeing on the internet, in these movies, black men, Hispanic, Latin, Native American men toting guns, shooting and killing each other. She's almost right about what she chose.
Right.
To a certain degree is what I'm saying.
Facts.
Right.
Because we gotten so far off from the Word of God. And that's what breeds insecurity. And a lot of these guys that's shooting, that's killing, a woman that's having sex, they deal with insecurity.
Right.
But anyways, great point, officer.
Officer, real quick,
go ahead.
I just want to bring out the point that they mentioned this study was recreated with Italian children. These are not from America. So what does that mean? That
Crazy
means,
work.
guess what? These curses transcend borders of countries.
Damn.
It's a mindset that plagues all the children of Israel.
Right.
Heavy. You could drop the video. Because I want to at least get some of these excerpts. We've been on the childhood for a little while now, which is good. But give me the excerpt. I don't know how you guys named it. I guess Self-Esteem Book 1. Yeah, you could do that one. Let's see what that says. Is that what I want? I want where it says parenting. Yes, that's it. So this is from a book called The 7 Pillars of Self-Esteem. Good book. Let's read some of that.
Parenting and its limits. Research suggests that one of the best ways to have good self-esteem is to have parents who have good self-esteem and who model it.
And based off what Officer Ravain brought out in the Willie Lynch letter and the stuff that we brought out, that's not the case. Our parents don't have that. Come on.
As is made clear in Stanley Cooper Smith's The Antecedents of Self-Esteem. In addition, if we have parents who raise us with love and respect, who allow us to experience consistent and benevolent acceptance, who give us the supporting structure of reasonable rules and appropriate expectations.
The white man does this. The white man trains their offspring to be confident, to be proud, and that's why they deal the way that they deal.
The pride of thine heart.
Come on.
Who do not assail us with contradictions, who do not resort to ridicule, humiliation, or physical abuse as means of controlling us.
Which a lot of us grew up in based off our upcoming. Ridicule, humiliation, physical abuse, all that happened. There's some people online watching, some of us, that was physically abused, verbally abused, humiliated by our parents, or even by our friends, or even by somebody in school, whatever. Go ahead.
Who project that they believe in our competence and goodness. We have a decent chance of internalizing their attitudes and thereby of acquiring the foundation for healthy self-esteem. But no research study has ever found this result to be inevitable. Cooper Smith's study, for one, clearly shows that it is not. There are people who appear to have been raised superbly by the standards indicated above and yet are insecure. Self-doubting adults.
Right, so there's outliers to all things. Just because you had a parent that might have raised you right don't mean that you're not going to grow up with these traits, right? There's outliers. Come on.
And there are people who have emerged from appalling backgrounds.
Yeah, like us. Come on.
Raised by adults who did everything wrong. And yet, they do well in school.
And a lot of that is because inwardly, intrinsically, we knew that we had a better purpose. We know that there's something in us that is good, that is righteous. That's that Spirit of God, and that's what pushes us to do more, regardless of the background. That reminds me of 1 Corinthians 1. Get that real quick. Get 1 Corinthians chapter 1, and let's read verse 27.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1 and verse 27. But God hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
God had chosen the foolish things of the world, those that have gone through poverty, those that have gone through issues, those that were marginalized, those that were afflicted, those that were criticized. He chose the foolish things of the world. That's us, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That was the apostles in this time. Go ahead.
To confound the wise.
To confound the who?
The wise.
The wise. Those that grew up with that proud mind. Those that were the ones doing the criticism. You ain't shit. You black. You a nigga. You a spick. All those people that spoke against us. All those people that seem to be wise of this world. Those celebrities. Those politicians and all that. The Bible says the Lord has chosen the foolish, the Israelites, us, who grew up in these conditions to confound the wise. Come on.
And God hath chosen the weak things of the world.
Whom they say is weak. Us, go ahead.
To confound the things which are mighty.
That's what the Lord did. So regardless of how we came up, some of us still come up out on top, baby.
You know how that's true?
Drop a bomb on that, man.
I
Come
know,
on, bro.
They sleep.
Right.
Look at that. Look. Somebody come look
The
at
Lord
that.
done woke us
Lord
up.
have mercy.
We don't get a bomb for that?
Crazy work.
Crazy work.
You know why that's
Still
true?
ain't got no bomb.
Wow.
It's over with.
It's too late now.
You can see that when you got the sisters that are dressing modestly in the gym. At first, you got a whole bunch of backlash. Our own sisters hating on sisters that are showing the example that you can be in the gym and be modest. Now all of a sudden, the Muslim sisters coming out, the Christian sisters coming out. Everybody want to be in a modest dress, all praise to the Father, but they acting like it's all brand new and stuff. That's how you know that the foolish things of this, the things that people saw and thought were foolish are really the things of God that are coming to set the world back on this right side.
Right.
That's right. Hey, that's heavy. You on point. Let's finish it off.
Where we at?
And there are people who emerge from appalling backgrounds.
From stable and satisfying relationships, have a powerful sense of their value and dignity, and as adults satisfy any rational criterion of good self-esteem. As children, these individuals seem to know how to extract nourishment from an environment that others find hopelessly barren. They find water where others see only a desert.
Yo, listen, I was watching this movie last night and today. It's called Good Will Hunting. I'm sure some of y'all probably seen it. Good movie, right? Good movie. Good Will Hunting. This guy, this Edomite, he went through some things, right? Foster home, abuse, whatever. Cool. Fine, whatever. We as a people have suffered so much the more. I'm talking about slavery, post-traumatic slave syndrome. I'm talking about even abuse in our own homes, aside from the abuse that we get from the world and the stuff that we've gone through that is in our DNA, the curses that is in our DNA, coded. And I'm thinking about how strong we are as a people. Resilient as hell compared to all these other nations. Because right now we should be in turmoil, or we are to an extent. But I'm talking about physically.
We should be destroyed.
Excuse me, mentally, spiritually, we should be completely gone.
Wiped off.
But the Lord Almighty.
If it wasn't but for the remnant.
Hey, we just read it in 1 Corinthians. You
That's
brought
right.
it out in 1 Corinthians 1 and verse 27.
Yes.
And it also says in 26 that wise men weren't chosen, mighty men weren't chosen, noble men weren't chosen, but were called by God.
That's it.
So there you go right there.
That's it. Come on. Baffled.
Baffled psychologists and psychiatrists sometimes describe this group as the invulnerable.
We are the invulnerables.
Claude, have mercy.
We are the divergent. You remember seen that movie, Divergent? That's us. Different, special,
right?
Obsolete. Not obsolete.
Peculiar.
Not obsolete. Peculiar. Go ahead.
Nonetheless, it is safe enough to say that if one lives in a sane human environment,
But nonetheless, if one lives in a sane human environment,
in which reality is respected and people's behavior is congruent, it is far easier to persevere in efforts to be rational and productive than if the signals are always switching. Nothing seems real. Facts are denied, and consciousness is penalized. Families that create such destructive environments are described as dysfunctional. Just as there are dysfunctional families, there are dysfunctional schools.
Could have happened in your school.
And dysfunctional organizations. They are dysfunctional because they place obstacles in the path of the appropriate exercise of mind.
Right. Now get the next one. Let's read that real quick. Next one.
And that's why we are an organized nation.
That's right.
It's
That's
valuable to be in the purple and gold, y'all.
Facts. Go ahead.
The greater a child's terror, and the earlier it is experienced, the harder the task of building a strong and healthy sense of self. Damn. A nurse of 38, Sonia, would involuntarily flinch if an inadvertently raised my voice slightly, especially while shifting in my chair.
Damn.
She claimed that her earliest memories were of her mother and father screaming at each other while she lay in her crib with her own cries ignored.
Wow.
She can remember all that in the crib?
Her sense that the world is a hostile and dangerous place was almost cellular. She was motivated by fear in almost all of her choices and actions, with negative consequences for her self-esteem. I suspected that she came into this world with a greater than average disposition to experience anxiety, made immeasurably worse by two parents under the sway of the irrational within themselves. A 34-year-old professor of philosophy, Edgar, said his earliest memories were of being forced to stand on the bed while his father, a distinguished and respected physician in his community, beat him violently with a strap.
Damn.
My cries could never make him stop. It was as if he were insane. He could destroy me, and there was nothing I could do. That feeling has never left me. I'm 34 years old, and I still feel that in the face of any kind of danger, I have no means of defending myself.
Wow, so that affected him in his adulthood. Come on.
I'm afraid. I've always been afraid. I can't imagine who I would be without my fear. The greater a child's terror, and the earlier it is experienced.
Like a lot of the experiences that we go through as a people, especially us. Come on.
The harder the task of building a strong and healthy sense of self.
But it can be done. Come on.
To learn the 6 practices on the foundation of an ill-consuming sense. All-consuming sense of powerlessness, traumatic powerlessness, is very difficult. It is against this destructive feeling that good parenting aims to protect the child.
Right. So good parenting is imperative. It is imperative.
Right.
It is
Can I get
imperative.
script real quick?
Yes, sir.
Give me Deuteronomy 6.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Gotta, basic, but it's big. Profound. Let's get that real quick, because when you think about this is a ripple effect. And guess where it starts from? The roots. A tree grows from the ground. Seed sprouts, roots is formed, then the tree comes out. So if it's defiled from that start, everything else is going to be defiled. Fruit, leaves, branches, everything. Get me? Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 6. And these words, which I command thee this day, shall be in thine heart. And thou shalt teach them diligently
Diligently. What we was going over earlier, those different traits of neglect and not spending time or attention. That diligently is not that. It's you gotta diligently, intentionally do that.
That's right.
And if you remember in the Willie Lynch, they intentionally targeted the children.
Right.
Yes. They were diligently teaching the women and children how they should think.
Because they were good for economics.
And guess where that goes back to? The roots, the seed.
Right.
If you attack anything from the foundation, the building's not going to last.
That's it.
All right, read on.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children. And shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house.
Watch how diligently this is. Read that.
And thou shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house.
When you sitting down with them, not on your phone all the time. It's warranted sometimes.
Right.
But you got to have a balance with everything.
Right.
When you're sitting down, read.
And when thou walkest by the way.
When you're out giving them examples of what you should do, what you shouldn't do. You see that right there? Don't do that. You see how she's dressed? Boom. Play examples, real life examples, read.
And when thou liest down.
When they go to sleep, make sure something is in their brains about this word where they can sleep and dream about it. Read.
And when thou risest up.
And when they get up, they getting this truth. They getting this word. They're hearing music. They're hearing scriptures being read on the audio or something, because you gotta understand everything that we're going over right now, that's all spirits.
Right.
We are literally talking about different spirits. So it's not like you gonna be stuck in that. It's just that spirit that's on you that was put on you from birth. But guess what? We Israelites, man.
That's it. That's it, baby.
Can I grab some real quick?
Yes, sir. We about to move on to the next topic. So y'all bring out the last pieces y'all got for this segment as far as childhood.
Psalms 82 and 4, real quick. Because what you're saying right now, it goes into the power that God's given us, because God's allowed us. We were talking about it earlier. We're that generation that had to come up out of this, right? We're the first ones to start cleansing ourselves from the filth and the way that we were dealt with growing up. Right? Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 4. Deliver the poor.
We went over earlier, the poor is the poor of Israel, the poor of Zion, right? So God's given us an order. He said, deliver the poor, read.
Deliver the poor and needy.
And the needy, because we're in need of God's vision. How does God look at us? How does God see us? Not our oppressors, not society, but how does God view us, read.
Rid them out of the hand of the wicked.
Because the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. Like Officer Rouvain pointed out earlier, even in Italy, and it's throughout the entire earth where we've been conditioned to think a certain way. Right? Read.
They know not.
We don't know that we are the greatest people to walk the face of the earth. We haven't been taught these things from our youth up until now. It's our job to teach that to our children. Read.
Neither will they understand.
And we won't understand who we are and what God really says is in store for us. Read.
They walk on in darkness.
Right? They can't see the truth. Read.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
And that goes back to what Officer Job said. The foundations, they start at the roof. All the foundations of the earth are out of course because the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. It's up to us as parents to teach the children, to deliver them out of the hand of the wicked and bring our children and our nation back to God.
Oh no, read on. Shoot. That's the most important part.
Come
read.
on.
I have said, ye are gods.
What?
Ye are God.
And princesses of the Most High God. Right. That's we can never forget that the world was created for us.
Right. That's right, baby. That's right.
And we got to constantly remind the children.
Got to.
Like we was reading in Deuteronomy 6, right? One of the things as you read down, it says, make signs around your house.
Yep.
You're gonna learn
Just like
today.
how we decorated for Christmas, we should be decorating for the Passover. We should be decorating for first fruits, new moon, so on and so forth.
I like how your wife does the little art with your son.
Right.
Because he can see visually himself as a superhero.
Right.
Exactly.
Different things.
That's
Powerful.
That's that good vision. Hey, I forgot to bring this up, man. Damn. Before we move on to the next one, time is flying. Isaiah 51:20. Because remember we was watching the video about the dolls and all that, and then we was going into the Willie Lynch and how they reverse roles and how we look up to them. Give me that Isaiah 51 and read verse 23.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 51 and verse 23. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee.
Regarding the curses, the cup of trembling from the Lord. Go ahead.
Which have said to thy soul.
Now listen up. It says here, which have said to thy soul, which say unto us, our mind, our spirit, what?
Bow down.
Bow down. Bow down. In what form? In the form of letting go of our racial confidence, knowing that we are the children of Israel, by worshiping them as the gods, by deeming them as the people that govern the earth, by looking up to them and only their counsel, what they deem as good, that's the path that we should take. So they say to our soul, bow down. Anytime we see any television, any movies, like you guys just mentioned, we don't see what Officer Benson's son is seeing himself as a superhero. He's seeing other races of people, particularly the so-called white man, as a superhero.
Right.
And anytime he sees his own people as a superhero, they have all kinds of deficiencies like Hancock and his drunkenness.
Right.
And his trauma.
Right. Yes.
Or anytime that he watches a movie with a black character in it,
bring it out.
if he's not the main character, he's the first and or second or maybe even the third to die. But he don't last the end of the movie.
Or there's always a white savior.
Or there was always a white savior. So that implants in our mind that this is the man that we should spiritually bow down to. Finish it off.
Which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over.
Meaning that we may overtake them, that we may destroy them, that we may be able to overcome them. Come on.
And thou hast laid thy body as the ground, and as the street to them that went over.
So we trust in the same people that put us into captivity. We freely give them that right to our minds, to our spirit, to our souls.
Before we move on.
Yep.
Joshua 1 and 8, and we coming right back to Deuteronomy 6. Joshua 1 and 8. Because I just realized something. Joshua 1 and, Deuteronomy 6 and 7 is the child version of Joshua 1 and 8. Go ahead, read that.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8.
Come on.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
Come on.
For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
This is how we revive the self-esteem in our communities. When we are study, praying, applying, doing our 4 chapters a day, you might do 2 in the morning, you might do 2 at night. Eventually, you know what you're going to run into? You're going to run into some things that boost your self-esteem. Ye are God. We are God. Right. You're going to run into the different times where we went out to battle and the Lord was there with us in a pillar of the cloud, and we just decimated the other nations.
And you're going to see yourself.
And you're going to see yourself. And guess what? Let's go back to Deuteronomy 6 and 7.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 7.
Come on.
And thou shalt teach them diligently.
Because we were doing what? We were meditating day and night. So now we're teaching the children. Come on.
Unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house.
So guess what? Now we got our own content now. Hey, shout out to Judah's Clubhouse, by the way, for bringing back to remembrance our holy images that were black men and women in the scriptures. Come on.
And when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest
So
up.
guess what? Just as we meditate day and night, we gotta teach our children day and night, so that when they come up, they don't have to be corrupt like us. They coming up as Negro. I'm the superhero.
That's a wholesome tongue.
And all praises
Yes.
for the
That's
sisters.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
I was going to say, that's a wholesome tongue. That's that tree of life that Officer Asher brought out earlier.
That's right.
And I was just going to say all praises for the sisters, too, that are diligent every Sabbath when they take the time out to teach our children their history, our history. You know, they put the lesson plans together so that way our children, they're in school all week learning whatever, but then they get here to the Sabbath, they're learning their history. They're seeing themselves.
Right.
So all praises for that.
All praises to the Lord. Now we're going to move on to this next segment, insecurity in relationships. So we know a little bit about how these things can come up. This spirit can come up, this insecurity. And now we're going to dive into how it affects you being in a relationship or you being or building a relationship with anybody. All right. So let me get the first ones. I want the one that says signs of an insecure partner. That's on Instagram. Signs of an insecure partner. Let's look at this, right? Let's look at this. This is the things that insecure people go through. High levels of it. Come on.
Signs of an insecure partner. They talk a lot about their exes or compare you to their exes constantly.
Now, this is a little bit more on a worldly standpoint, but even in the truth, right? As you're proven, or even in your marriage, this could still come about where your exes are being brought up, where people that you may have had some sort of relationship prior to that they feel insecure about is brought up. Why are you still talking to them? Or maybe you're not talking to them. I saw that they like something on your Instagram or whatever the case may be, right? Any form of communication that they deem as communication, right? Even if it's not, they gon' be bringing it up. Come on.
That goes back to the other show that you did, though. These are something like this, like the liking and still following on Instagram, whatever. That's forms of, micro cheating in a sense. So that's also insecure.
That's right. Come on.
They make you feel guilty when you don't call or text back right away.
Right. So if this is in your spirit, y'all gotta make sure that you check these things, right? Check these things. These are signs of insecurity in relationships. Signs of insecurity. Making feel somebody guilty when they don't call or text back right away. What they doing? Why they not texting me back as quickly as they usually do? Right? That's insecurity in yourself. It may be that he's busy or she's busy, whatever the case. It may be that they're in a particular situation. Harmful situation, whatever. Come on.
They beg you to go to every social gathering in order to show off that you're together.
Come on.
They want to know every detail about your schedule and what you're doing.
No freedom. And you know us men, we need some freedom. We can't be all with our wife 24/7.
Cloud hammers.
We enjoy things
By
in
ourselves.
solitary.
Yeah.
We want you around, but not around.
Right.
That's it. Now, mind you, it ain't nothing wrong with being clingy to a certain degree. But when it's detrimental is when that insecurity comes in.
Right.
And whenever they gone, they feel a sense of depression or they feel like something's wrong with their relationship. That's when it's detrimental.
Right.
And men feel this too, but women mainly. So that's why I keep mentioning women. Come on.
They are suspicious of your friends who don't allow you to meet them for no reason.
Right. So now they dictating who your friends are. They're making you feel bad because you're talking to your friends, whatever, your brothers, sisters. Come on.
They constantly ask for reassurance about your relationship.
Right. The key word is constantly. Constantly. Because every now and then you might reassure your wife.
Right.
Let her know, hey, baby, I love you, right? And that may just be out the blue, whatever. And that reassures her like, damn, my husband loves me, right? Constant reassurance is a different story.
Would you love me if I was still a worm?
Oh, my Jesus.
You understand? Let's read the definition.
I'm the best partner you've ever had, right?
Now, this is on a constant level. Go ahead.
Or you will never love anyone else as much as me.
Damn.
Right?
Come on.
Everything feels like a competition to them, and they strive to be better than you in every way.
That's another form. Because you can't be better than them because now they feel like you might move on. So now it's like when I got with Benson, he wasn't really nothing like that. You know, he was working here. He wasn't making that much. I was making a little bit better than him. That way I can secure this relationship. I could keep him there. But once once Benson got the job,
back
once
then,
he got
they
the
didn't
raise,
want me. Now I'm hot. They all
you know,
want me.
you know, back in high school, he had the pimples and all. He was overweight. Now he looking fly. He got his, whatever. Now it's like, damn, sisters might be looking at him. Who? I wonder if the sister at the job is going to try to flirt with him.
Hey,
all this stuff pops up.
You know what else sisters be doing too? And you know
what they do? What they do, Benson?
Harping on the sisters because it's more.
Hey, all praises. That was dope.
So look, some sisters too, like you touched on being in shape, right? Some sisters may literally overfeed you.
Damn.
They may be constantly cooking for you, feeding you a whole bunch of BS that you don't need, which could lead to you going from being green to red.
Yo, that's heavy.
Is that why it's taking forever to get to the green?
Oh, Jesus.
That's all me.
Oh, my Jesus.
Damn.
Sister, get my brother in order.
Oh, shoot.
One other thing, too, is when you look at it, it's either
Tomorrow, comment now.
It's even in career, man. You look at it like in society, it's careers. We know that a lot of times, I think it's say black women, they make more than a lot of black men based off of things like that as well. So it's even in that aspect.
Right. That could be driven from insecurity as well.
Right.
I got to be better than the man.
I make the most. He can't tell me what to. You know what I mean? It's
right.
power
If
play.
I make more money to him, he can't tell me what to do.
A lot of that is trauma.
100%. 100%. Next one.
Abandonment.
They are overly aggressive and defensive of you, even when you don't need it. They get offended for you.
Right. And ain't nothing wrong with, defending your husband. But the key word is overly excessive. Come on. All right, we don't care about that. Now, let's get to I want the insecure versus secure husband. Yeah, look at this. Look at this.
Number 1, insecure husband. Checks her phone. Questions her every move.
Hey, we know some brothers like that.
Damn. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
He probably repented, hopefully.
Damn.
Secure husband trusts her loyalty unless there are signs.
Unless there are signs.
Because he's confident.
That's heavy. I'm glad they put that there. Come on.
Bro, that's that Proverbs 31.
Yes, and
Yeah.
right.
Trusting her.
Right.
Yes. All praises. Hey, that's funny. Because it mentions because there are signs and also because he's confident. So at the end of the day, we know as men, confident men, right? Men of God. Mm-hmm. If the woman is cheating, if the woman does look at another man as better than you, that's fine because we're confident in ourselves, in our spirit, in our mind that wasn't for us anyway.
Let her fly.
Let her fly. Come on.
And also, women can see the confidence in men. So if you move with confidence, truly, especially according to the Bible, the woman, if she moves against that, bro, like let her
fly.
Yeah, she just wasn't for you from the beginning. But that's the proven part. You gotta move that confidence in the proven part before you even get married.
And that's facts. Come on.
Insecure husband feels threatened by her success.
See? Feels threatened by her success. She makes more. You know what? I should make her quit her job. Damn.
Yo, whoa.
I should make her quit her job.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's real stories.
That real man.
There's some real examples.
Real example right there. That's an example.
Damn.
Come on.
Damn it.
Secure husband.
Lord have mercy. What the hell is going on?
She may be making $100K plus.
Ouch.
That means what? That means if you got your stuff in order, you moving like a man, even if you making $50K, who gives a damn, right?
That's $150
Who
in the house.
That's
Right.
$150.
What are you talking about?
You could if you use that money effectively, right? You get the bills done right, the important
Right.
things, priorities first, whatever. That other money you could use to travel. Because the
Right.
wife that's in her right mind, she's gonna be like, babe, the scriptures talk about how her husband is known in the gates.
Right.
With this extra money that we're making, babe, you could go out to the men's conference.
Uh-huh.
You can go to these particular blitzes.
Right.
Don't worry, we got the money to cover that. I got you because at the end of the day, this is your household.
Right.
I was just going to say that.
An insecure husband feels threatened by her success. Babe, you should quit the job.
I want to be a stay-at-home dad.
Oh, shoot.
Damn.
She said,
Hell is
God.
this?
Real life example.
Shoot. Next. I'm sorry.
What did we read it? Secure.
No, we didn't read that.
Read it.
Secure husband celebrates her wins, knowing her shine doesn't dim his light.
Right, because it's his light.
Right.
Because we govern the household.
Right.
Exactly. So a secure man would invest more in it.
Thank you. He cultivate that.
Oh, he cooking.
He would
Yeah,
invest
you
more
cooking.
in success.
You cooking. Come on.
Go back. That's why I created a solution in the last slide.
Oh God, he's selling.
Insecure husband needs constant validation to feel like a man.
Babe, you love me.
Baby. That's weak as hell,
Babe,
bro.
I know you know, when we went to go when we went to go buy those pit bulls,
Emotional damage.
the tall black 6'5" black man had the tank top on, and I was wondering did you feel
Did you say
some
when we
type
went to
of
go
way?
buy the pit bulls?
I'm using examples,
Bruh.
not to be named,
distinct.
not to be names of the individuals.
It's a real life
Oh my
example.
Jesus.
But anyways, an insecure husband gonna need that constant validation to feel like a man.
My shoes too small.
Oh my goodness.
But you see, a confident man, he ain't worried about that because at the end of the day, he knows that's like the other side. He knows
Right.
he's confident. He got the word of God. He makes sure that he's physically correct, mentally correct. He got things going on. He may not be making as much as the woman, but he knows intellectually and spirit. At the end of the day, a woman will never be above the understanding that the Lord has
At
given
all.
the man in
Right.
this book.
Right.
And this
Bring it
all
out.
that matters anyways.
That's it.
Most men don't even give a damn about how much money a woman make anyways.
Right.
If he in the spirit.
Hey, I just saw a clip about that the other day. It was this podcast that a bunch of chicken head sisters be on, right? And one of the sisters said that she feels some type of way because, and she's really successful. She's a singer and investor, whatnot. She said that she feels some type of way because the men that she talks to, they have no interest in her success. They have no interest in the portfolio that she's built, the investment properties that she has, and so on and so forth. A confident man, secure man, ain't gonna give a damn
We
about
don't
that.
care.
He don't care
Right.
At all.
We don't give a damn.
At all. Zero.
Secure husband knows his worth. He doesn't beg for reassurance.
That's right. That reassurance is when he comes home, he worked hard, he did his thing, moving. And the wife is like, hey, baby, it's that time. Here's your food, and I'll meet you whenever you're ready for your next meal. And that's it. That's how he gets his validation and insurance.
Or even, hey, baby, you need
Stop.
some peace. You need some
Both
time
of
to
y'all.
yourself. Go relax. Wind down.
Hey, yeah, right. This is the nice show. I'm speaking real stuff here. Matter of fact, y'all looking at me and Ruben crazy. But when you read the book of Proverbs chapter 5,
Break it out.
am I not cooking right now?
Bro, you cooking.
When you read
There's no
Proverbs
dispute.
5, it says, "Let her be as the loving hind."
That's it.
All right.
That's Bible.
that reassurance.
That's Bible.
When she quiet at home, that's that
That
reassurance.
reassurance.
Like Joe said.
Yeah.
All right, come on. That was fun. That was funny.
praises.
All right, let's go.
Insecure husband turns arguments into power struggles.
Damn.
Secure husband listens with calm. He doesn't beg for reassurance.
All right, come on.
Insecure husband uses jealousy, guilt, or silence to keep control.
Now that's gay.
Bruh.
Come on, y'all.
Good.
Come on, y'all. So what's y'all proving? You gotta mind these things.
Right.
Gotta mind these things. Come on.
Secure husband creates safety, loyalty, and love.
Safety, loyalty, and love. Come on.
Because he knows respect keeps a woman closer than fear ever could.
Facts.
And keep in mind, that's not going into being a simp.
Facts.
Because I don't want this to get confused.
Right.
This is going to deal with her
According to knowledge.
according to knowledge. Nurture her. Build her in the scriptures. That's that real love. That's that feed her mind on how you want her to be.
That's it.
That's that real love. That's that creating safety, that loyalty and love. So let's not get it confused.
This is a non-simp zone over here.
Right.
And that's that hedge. You're hedging about thy possession.
Right.
That's
All
it.
of that is the safety that you create.
That's
Because
it.
the Willie Lynch, it was destroyed.
That's right.
So we
And
got to
bringing
build it back.
I brought that because it says because he knows respect keeps a woman closer. Now
That's it.
that respect is going into building her mind to respect you according to the scriptures. That's what's gonna keep y'all close.
And with your actions.
That's right. Hey, get that. You could drop that. That's the end of that one. Get the excerpt. Get the excerpt from the book, and on top it says love. Maybe that one, yeah. 4. Yep. Now let's look at this.
Love. It is not difficult to see the importance of self-esteem to success in the arena of intimate relationships.
Intimate relationships. Come on.
There is no greater barrier to romantic happiness than the fear that I am undeserving of love and that my destiny is to be hurt. Such fears give birth to self-fulfilling prophecies.
Right. So if you're not confident in yourself, you're going to deteriorate the relationship. Hey, give me real quick. I'm going to bring out a lot of scriptures after this, but I want to bring this one out now. Give me Ecclesiastes 7 and look at verse 17.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 17. Be not overmuch wicked.
What did it say?
Be not overmuch wicked.
In other words, don't let wickedness consume you. Don't let your mind consume you and all those wicked thoughts and all those different ideologies that you have concerning yourself. Be not over much wicked. Don't let it consume you. Don't let it destroy you. Get that precept in 2nd Ezra 16 about the thorns and all that.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 77.
Yep.
Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities.
So you have all these insecurities. You got all this foolishness in your mind, all these evil thoughts about yourself. You hate yourself. Go ahead.
Like as a field is covered over with bushes.
And now your mind is covered to where no man can reach you. Go ahead.
And the path thereof covered with thorns.
Barriers.
That no man may travel through.
So now nobody can deal with you. Nobody
hurt
can.
you.
Right. Nobody now can build a solid relationship with you, whether it's platonic or whether it's an intimate relationship, because no man could travel through. In other words, no person, no individual is able to deal with you, able to open up with you intimately in order for you guys to build a solid relationship, friendship that even turns into an actual intimate relationship, because you caught up in all the stuff that's in your mind. All right, let's finish off.
Can we read verse 78?
Yeah, go ahead.
Read verse 78.
It is left undressed and is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith.
The stuff that's cast into the fire at that point is no good anymore. You went unchecked. You went undressed. So what happens? You get cast into the fire. You're like a stick that just fell across the way. They get cast into the fire.
It's another burned bridge.
Yep.
Heavy. Go ahead.
If I enjoy fundamental sense of efficacy and worth and experience myself as lovable, then I have a foundation for appreciating and loving others.
Remember in Sirach chapter 30, read that real quick. Give me Sirach 30 and verse, let me see.
The book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 23.
Yep.
Love thine own soul.
What do you got to do?
Love thine own soul.
You got to have that self-esteem to love yourself. Love yourself. Come on.
And comfort thy heart. Remove sorrow far from thee. For sorrow hath killed many, and there's no profit therein.
Back to the excerpt.
Then I have a foundation of appreciating and loving others. The relationship of love feels natural. Benevolence and caring feel natural. I have something to give. I am not trapped in feelings of deficiency. I have a kind of emotional surplus that I can channel into loving. And happiness does not make me anxious. Confidence in my competence and worth and in your ability to see and appreciate it also gives birth to self-fulfilling prophecies. There is no greater barrier to romantic happiness than the fear that I am undeserving of love and that my destiny is to be hurt.
That goes back to Officer Ravain's scripture that he brought out in Proverbs 23:7. As a man thinketh, so is he. Come on.
But if I lack respect for and enjoyment of who I am, I have very little to give.
Damn.
Except my unfilled needs and my emotional impoverishment.
Emotional impoverishment. Come on.
I tend to see other people essentially as sources of approval.
So now you using people
to validate you.
To validate you, to make you feel better. Because you don't love yourself. So you got to have somebody to love you.
And that impoverishment is another word for poverty or poor.
Right.
So back into the poor of my people, it's the same thing. That's that lack, the emotional impoverishment. One of the slides you did was there was a lack of emotional stability provided by the parents. All of it still ties right back into what we went over earlier.
So if you're emotionally poor and you don't love yourself, what kind of capacity do you have to love anyone else?
That's it. That's it. I think he might mention it too. Watch this.
I tend to see other people essentially as sources of approval or disapproval. I do not appreciate them for who they are in their own right. I see only what they can or cannot do for me. I am not looking for people whom I can admire and with whom I can share the excitement and adventure of life. I am looking for people who will not condemn me and perhaps will be impressed by my persona, the face I present to the world. My ability to love remains undeveloped. This is one of the reasons why attempts at relationships so often fail. Not because the vision of passionate or romantic love is intrinsically irrational, but because the self-esteem needed to support it is absent.
So because there's no self-esteem or because there is insecurity, those relationships will fail. They look up to Tobias feeling. He's like, damn.
That's heavy.
That's heavy. That's heavy.
Bishop Yawasop, he always talks about vacant esteem.
Vacant esteem. Vacant
That's something we
esteem.
got.
Hey, I think there's another one. Can you get the other one? Yeah, this one's good too. This one's good too. Let's finish. Let's read that quickly. We got.
We're at the top, right?
Gotta wrap up. Huh?
We're at the top. We have.
Yes.
We have all heard the observation: if you do not love yourself, you will be unable to love others. Less well understood is the other half of the story. If I do not feel lovable, it is very difficult to believe that anyone else loves me.
Stop real quick. I'm just going to pose this question real quick, and then we could continue to read. What does it mean to love yourself? Put it in the comments. Read.
If I do not accept myself, how can I accept your love for me? Your warmth and devotion are confusing. It confounds my self-concept. Since I know I am not lovable, your feeling for me cannot possibly be real.
You see? So you sabotage. You sabotage. See, we might not even be able to get into sabotage, so I'll make reference to it now. You sabotage relationships because your self-esteem is hindered. It's deficient. Come on.
So that's a self-preserving trait. You try to preserve yourself by not letting no one get close.
That's it. That's
How you destroy yourself.
Hey, see how fluently he said that?
Yeah, I did.
That's heavy.
That brother was eloquent with that.
He was eloquent.
He said through trials.
Learn a lot.
That's it. That's it. Come on.
Your feeling for me cannot possibly be real, reliable, or lasting. If I do not feel lovable, your love for me becomes an effort to fill a sieve, and eventually the efforts is likely to exhaust you. Even if I consciously disown my feelings of being unlovable, even if I insist that I am wonderful, the poor self-concept remains deep within. To undermine my attempts at relationships, unwittingly, I become a saboteur of love.
So now, think about this, right? So he was going on to all these different things. That's why it's very important that before you even start proving, I'm talking about like in the confines of the truth, before you start proving, you should learn to love yourself first. So a lot of sisters coming in with all this trauma, all these issues, brothers coming in, trauma issues, conflicts, whatever. And now you want to try to look for a spouse. You only been in the truth for 1 year. You hardly know anything. You don't even know the 50 basic precepts. And you want to talk about I want to prove somebody. I want to find a wife. I want to find a husband. You're not ready. You don't love yourself yet. And you don't even know what love is to its full effect. Because love is the keeping of God's commandments, first and foremost. Then you got to learn to love yourself. So that's why it's recommended that at least 3 years knowing this truth, studying, praying, applying, and then, maybe dive into trying to find a spouse. That's Deacon Yasha made that point. And I think it's very profound.
Bishop Nathaniel put out, for brothers and sisters that deal with them 23 demons.
Oh God!
You need five. You need 5 years,
extra.
right?
You need extra.
Why? Because
for every demon.
that is the epitome of self-hatred.
Right.
You don't even want to keep the basics of procreating to continue the offspring of Israel, right? So imagine people that's dealing with that. Other folks that may not be dealing on that level, they still, like you said, you need at least 3 years to clean some of that world up out of you before you even in the right headspace to get married.
And even if you can be honest with yourself, if it takes more than 3 years, that shows a level of integrity that you have to know, okay, I'm still battling with these things. I'm going to take more time to get built up by the leadership to root these things out of me. Because remember, like, you can't find a scripture that says 3 years. That's just come from the wisdom of leadership that's a minimum of what you should consider. But if it takes longer and you see that on yourself, all praises. You know, that's just you taking that extra time to make sure that you're ready for what you're asking for.
And can I touch?
Go ahead.
So I asked the question, what does it mean to love yourself? 2 precepts real quick. I see in the comments says, keep the commandments, very broad. We always get on brothers and sisters with
The laws.
Oh, keep the laws. All right, cool. All praises. That's how we're going to get the kingdom. But what does it mean to love yourself? Sisters, y'all should already know where to go for that one. Titus 2. Let's read it real quick. Because we got to identify what I wanted. I wanted to ask the question because a lot of people have their mindset still wrapped in the world or what it means to love yourself. They give these emotional type of feeling type of answers. But we got to pinpoint what it means to love yourself. Read.
You want Titus 2 and 3?
Yeah, let's go.
The book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior.
Behavior, this is how you love yourself, sisters. Read.
As becometh holiness.
How do you become holiness? I'm not going to go through everything, but what's the precept on holiness? Read.
Not false accusers. Not given to much wine. Teachers of good things.
Read.
That they may teach the young women to be sober.
Read.
To love their husbands.
Now, as they're teaching young women, guess what? They're doing the same thing. Can't be hypocrites.
Right.
So you're teaching and you're loving yourself by what? Read.
To love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home,
come on,
good, obedient to their own husbands,
or the leaders, or the men of the church. Read.
That the word of God be not blasphemed.
So that's, sisters, a good precept to go to. Now I want to challenge all you sisters. When you read that precept, go and get a precept for every word that it breaks down. And this is how you apply these attributes on how to love yourself. Because once you're able to do that, now you're going to be ready to love a husband. Now you're going to be ready to do the things you need to do.
Love
one more precept for the men, Titus 1 and 6.
The book of Titus, chapter 1 and verse 6. If any be blameless, the husband of one wife, having faithful children, not accused of riot or unruly.
Read.
For a bishop must be blameless.
The man must be blameless. Read.
As the steward of God.
The leaders. Read.
Not self-willed.
Not self-willed.
Not soon angry.
Hey, we get sometimes we get angry. You know, we get impatient. You know, we can't do that. We gotta be angry and sin not. Read.
Not given to wine. No striker.
Read.
Not given to filthy lucre.
Read.
But a lover of hospitality. A lover of good men. Sober, just, holy, temperate, holding fast the faithful word as he hath been taught, that he may be able to, by sound doctrine, both to exhort and to convince the gainsayer.
So our job is obviously, as you can see here, is different than a woman.
Right.
So the way the women love themselves is in a whole different dynamic than how a man's supposed to love himself. Because we're loving ourselves to be able to go out there to wake up the 12 tribes of Israel. The woman's there to love herself to be able to support that man that's going out there to war to wake up the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right. That's right. Heavy. All praises, all praises. Now, let's finish that off. That excerpt, bring it back up again. We're getting close to close, but not quite yet. There's a little bit more to bring out. I attempt to love.
I attempt love, but the foundation of inner security is not there.
So this goes into the self-sabotage portion of the topic. Go ahead.
Instead, there is the secret fear that I am destined only for pain.
You see that mindset? Come on.
So I pick someone who inevitably will reject or abandon me.
Damn, so you pick someone that will abandon you. Self-sabotage. This is a lot of our people in the relationships. Come on.
In the beginning, I pretend I do not know this.
So you oblivious.
So the drama can be played out.
Damn.
Or
so you insane.
Right.
You crazy.
Because you set it up from the beginning for it to fail.
Right.
Or if I pick someone with whom happiness might be possible, I subvert the relationship by demanding excessive reassurances.
So now you're draining the relationship. Come on.
By venting irrational possessiveness
Right.
by making catastrophes of small friction.
Wow. So you make small things big. Go ahead.
By seeking to control through subservience or domination.
So you see how all this comes from no self-esteem, low self-esteem, insecurity? That's crazy work. Come on.
By finding ways to reject my partner before my partner can reject me.
And mind you, getting into a relationship, there's always risks involved. There's always risks involved. Right. Understand that.
So I translate this like this. The first type of person that they get involved with is the Pookie and the Ray Ray. They know that person does not know about like loyalty, being a husband of one wife. They know it's gonna fail, right? But then you get a brother that's probably been cleaning himself up in the scriptures. He knows who he is. He's getting his life together. But you want to get that man hell and be possessive, give him all type of grief. That's crazy work.
Cause they know Pookie will go inside their head.
I mean,
right. Pookie is sabotage. No questions asked.
Pookie crazy.
What's that one song? Pookie, the pipe down brother.
Damn.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Crazy work.
Go ahead.
Where we at? A few vignettes.
Pipe down before you get piped down with it.
Damn.
Somebody made a song with that. It's crazy. Come on.
I will convey how poor self-esteem shows up in the area of the intimately personal.
All right, let's drop that. Now, listen, real quick. I need you to be quick with the scriptures. Give me Judges 6:12. So now, common signs, we went over some of them, but I want to get a little bit more detailed. You got the constant reassurance seeking, right? Do you love me? You need constant validation, daily validation. Let me show you how this is scriptural. Give me that, Judges.
The book of Judges, chapter 6 and verse 12.
Now, mind you, this is different instances, different examples, but y'all get the point of the spirit of constant reassurance or reinsurance. That.
And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him and said unto him, the Lord is with thee, thou mighty man of valor.
Regarding Gideon. So he said, listen, you are a mighty man of valor. Baby, I love you. Baby, I feel this way about you. Put the case that's what it was. Come on.
And Gideon said unto him, O my Lord, if the Lord be with us.
Did you really love me, Lord?
Why then is all this befallen us?
So why this going on? Why that's going on, right? I'm giving you the example of how that constant reassurance comes from that insecurity. So Gideon, he's like, if this is going on, why is this happening? This war, go ahead.
And where be all his miracles which our fathers told us of, saying, did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt?
So he has doubt. Go ahead.
But now the Lord hath forsaken us and delivered us into the hands of the Midianites. And the Lord looked upon him and said, go in this thy might.
Go in thou might.
And thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites.
Come on.
Have not I sent thee?
So that's that reassurance. Go ahead.
And he said unto him,
but watch this.
O my Lord, wherewith shall I save Israel?
How am I going to do that? That's that doubt that comes from that insecurity. Go ahead.
Behold, my family is poor in Manasseh, and I am the least in my father's house.
After the Lord just reassured him, telling him, this is what it is. This is what it is. You are that man. You are that mighty man of valor.
You know, Habakkuk did the same thing. Remember when Daniel was in the lion's den?
Right.
Habakkuk was like, but Lord, I've never even heard of Babylon. And the angel
Moses, Jeremiah.
Moses, yeah.
Right. All of them.
Moses said, I won't be able to speak to him, Lord.
Right.
See, I had that example. See, he done stole my precept.
My bad.
Now you get. I'm just joking. All right, so real quick. So you got jealousy and overthinking. That's the second one, right? That's signs. Reading too much into text, into things, assuming the worst. That's that overthinking. The jealousy is you thinking somebody talking to your husband, somebody talking to your wife, right? The guy with the pit bulls, right? Fear of being replaced, right? So that's that fear of being replaced. Like, damn, somebody gonna take my spot. 1 Samuel 18:8. 1 Samuel 18:8. And then can one of y'all grab Sirach 26:6 over there?
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18 and verse 8. And Saul was very wroth, and the saying displeased him.
Go ahead.
And he said, they have ascribed unto David 10,000s, and to me they have ascribed but thousands.
Remember, we read earlier how that insecure person in the relationship, they don't want their husband and or wife to prosper, to thrive.
Right.
That's where that jealousy comes in because of their insecurities. So now Saul is seeing how much valor, how much fame David is getting. Go ahead.
And what can he have more but the kingdom? And Saul eyed David from that day and forward.
Damn. See that? That can happen in your relationships based off that insecurity. I got to fight that insecurity. Fight that demon. We're going to get into that later. We still in good time. Sirach 26 and 6.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
Damn, that's Bible. That's written in the book. A grief of heart is a woman that's jealous over another woman because now she starts to sabotage the relationships. You're not coming home no more for the cooked meal.
Man.
You ain't coming home
for
the Proverbs 5, the loving hind and row, like we talked about, right?
You sitting out in the parking lot just not going inside.
Based off her actions.
Right.
Based off her mindset. It may not even have been that there was anything going on, but you assumed it based off your jealousy. Now you thought you was going to come home to the, what's that drink we like?
Old fashioned.
You thought you was gonna come home to the old fashioned with the big ice cube, right?
Yeah.
With the perfect mix, right?
Yep.
But because she saw something on Instagram or Facebook or she heard something,
Bring it out.
She in there like this.
With the bonnet on and the furry slippers.
Or she created it.
Right.
And ain't shit happening.
And ain't nothing happened. Ain't nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Right.
All right. Another one is clinginess and or dependency, or like just an excessive amount of it, right? Can't be alone at all and needs constant communication. So the man is never alone. Give me Jeremiah 17:5. Jeremiah 17:5.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man.
And the Bible says you are cursed when you put your confidence in man, meaning you don't rely on the Lord as first and foremost, as priority. You rely on a man, a human, flesh and blood. It should not be the case. And that's what a lot of women tend to do. They cling too much, excessive amount, and they lose their confidence with the Lord. They don't rely on the Lord for comfort, which the scripture said that's where we get it from. They rely on the man. So if the man ain't home, she unhappy. If something goes on where she feels like the relationship is going sideways, whatever, jealousy, whatever, now you got the home being compromised because she don't feel any comfort.
Somebody commented and said hot beer.
Hot beer.
Hot beer is crazy.
Next one you got is trust issues. Checking phones, questioning everything, struggling to believe your partner, right? That comes from past betrayal or trauma, right? Give me Proverbs 3 and 5.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
So you got to trust in God. You got to trust in God that man that you chose, that sister you chose, is righteous and she ain't doing you wrong. He ain't doing you wrong. Go ahead.
And lean not unto thine own understanding.
That goes back to that Proverbs 31 about safely trusting her.
Yep.
Right? That's that right there. That's that right there. Then you got self-sabotage. This goes back to what Officer Benson brought out. Give me that Exodus 4 and 10. Exodus 4 and 10. So you push your partner away and you start arguments or you test, right? Self-sabotage. Or, in other words, self-doubt. Self-doubt.
The book of Exodus, chapter 4 and verse 10. And Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech.
Right, because he was not good in the Hebrew tongue. It didn't mean he was retarded, but he wasn't eloquent in the speech of the Egyptians, right? So already he's having doubt. Come on.
And of a slow tongue. And the Lord said unto him, who hath made man's mouth?
There go that reassurance.
Or who maketh the dumb, or deaf, or the seeing, or the blind? Have not I, the Lord?
Don't I take care of you, baby? Don't I do this for you? Aren't you good in this regard? Go ahead.
Now, therefore, go, and I will be with thy mouth, and teach thee what thou shalt say.
Right, right.
And he said, O my Lord, send, I pray thee, by the hand of him whom thou wilt send.
You should have chose that other sister you was talking to. I feel like you choosing me was a mistake because I feel like I bring all these problems into your life. I feel like I'm not good enough for you. I feel like I'm not beautiful enough for you. This is you get what I'm saying? This is some stuff that sisters be coming out with. Brothers too, just not as much as, women. Right? Go ahead. Watch what happened with the Lord.
Verse 14, and the anger,
and the what?
And the anger of the Lord.
You're going to piss us off with that shit. Go ahead.
Was kindled against Moses. And he said, is not Aaron the Levite thy brother? I know that he can speak well. And also, behold, he cometh forth to meet thee. And when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Another one that you got. You have something?
I was just going to say, this happens in a relationship between a man and a woman all the time when the woman doesn't trust that her Lord is one called by God and is able to handle things according to the scriptures. Because the Lord had this thing already. He already had it laid out.
Right.
All she had to do was let it play out.
So you read verse 15, that just shows right there what he had laid out. He said, I'm going to be with Aaron. I'm going to give him the words to speak.
That's it.
That's right. Heavy. Now, comparing yourself. This is another part of insecurity in relationship. You comparing yourselves, you deserve better than me. And you start comparing yourself to the other partners that he or she may have had, right? They was better. You should have chose them, right? Just like I said earlier. Give me Genesis 30:1.
Weird.
Right. Some weird stuff. I'm telling you, man, it's mainly sisters that deal with this, though. It's mainly sisters that deal with this. Watch this. I'll give you an example.
The book of Genesis, chapter 30 and verse 1. And when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children, Rachel envied her sister.
You see that? And when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children, Rachel envied her sister. Go ahead.
And said unto Jacob, give me children, or else I die.
So now she feeling some type of way.
Man, she want to kill
She
herself.
want to kill herself.
God.
Dramatic as hell.
Oh my goodness.
Well, dang. My sister can have kids and I can't. I'm the better looking. You know what I'm saying? It's just all kinds of foolishness that comes up. All kinds of foolishness.
Now sisters nowadays having kids just to abort them.
Damn.
Out of
Terrible.
Destruction.
Niggas. I mean, nig people.
Nig people.
Nig people, bro. Nig people. How did she get away from that? Nig people. That's crazy. Anyways, avoiding vulnerability. So they avoid opening up. They avoid opening up. Sisters, brothers, all that. All that. Give me Proverbs 28:13. Proverbs 28 and verse 13.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse 13. He that covereth his sins shall not prosper.
See, you got to open up. You got to open up. If you want a solid relationship, you got to be able to open up. Be like, hey, look, this is what I deal with. I feel this way about that situation. I feel like I need a little bit more attention on this end. And then you guys can have a conversation and figure things out. But because a person is insecure, they don't want to get hurt, whatever the case may be, y'all have already probably examined throughout the whole topic of what it could be, where it might stem from, what exactly it might be, and what exactly you're dealing with. You just got to apply what the scriptures say. He that covereth his sin shall not prosper. Go ahead.
But whoso confesseth
open up. Go ahead.
And forsaketh them shall have mercy.
Have a conversation and you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. So they act distant or emotionally closed off and they're afraid to open up. And that prevents healing. That prevents healing. Now, give me the video real quick. We about to start wrapping up. Give me the video that says it's able to be. Oh, you know what? It was on Instagram. It's able to be. Insecurity can be managed. It can be managed. Nope. I don't think it's any of those. I don't think it's any of those. Hold on. It's towards the. I put it at the end. I must have never sent it. One of y'all say something real quick.
Yeah, so taking accountability is number one key thing that you could take away from this. About what's coming out. Don't think this is not you. I know there's people in this chat say, oh, man, yeah, I don't have to deal with none of that. All of us at this table who's listening, we all deal with some type of insecurity, but it's not about what we're dealing with. It's about the medicine, the tools that we have in front of our face, and intentionally using it.
Come on.
Right.
That's it. All right. Go ahead and play that.
The truth is, once you get into a good relationship, you'll be insecure, but you can manage that with the other person. You'll still have fears, but you and that person will work through those fears together. And there's no finite answer to that, right? There's no like, okay, good, we got over our insecurities. They're going to keep coming up one after the other after the other. It's not the absence of, but it's the ability for them to be present and for that to be okay and for someone to say, I love you still and I'm still here and in this with you. And let's continue to work on this, even though this problem may never go away. Because we're just naturally insecure people. We're naturally fearful people. We naturally have issues with trust. So all of those things are just an inherent part of humanity. So they're going to be inherent parts of relationships. And so when you're with the right person, and if you feel that shit, that doesn't mean that you're in the wrong place.
Right. You see that? So you can manage insecurity. You can manage insecurity. All right, so now give me that excerpt. We about to finish up. Two more things. Give me that last excerpt about self-esteem. Too much self-esteem. Nope. It's towards the end. You put it as self-sabotage 1. Nope, that one.
Too much self-esteem. The question is sometimes asked, is it possible to have too much self-esteem? No, it is not. No more than it is possible to have too much physical health or too powerful an immune system. Sometimes self-esteem is confused with boasting or bragging or arrogance.
So it's good to have a lot of self-esteem when it's without that boasting, bragging, and arrogance, obviously, right? Go ahead.
But such traits reflect not too much self-esteem, but too little. They reflect a lack of self-esteem. Persons of high self-esteem are not driven to make themselves superior to others. They do not seek to prove their value by measuring themselves against a comparative standard. Their joy is in being who they are, not in being better than someone else. I recall reflecting on this issue one day while watching my dog playing in the backyard. She was running about, sniffing flowers, chasing squirrels, leaping into the air, showing great joy in being alive. From my
anthropomorphic
perspective, she was not thinking, I am sure, that she was more glad to be alive than she was the dog next door.
Right, meaning that dog won't worry about nothing.
You go pet that dog.
Okay, go ahead.
She was simply delighting in her own existence.
Right.
That image captures something essential of how I understand the experience of healthy self-esteem. Got to scroll down. People with troubled self-esteem are often uncomfortable in the presence of those with higher self-esteem.
Right.
That may feel resentful and declare they have too much self-esteem. But what they are really making is a statement about themselves. Insecure men, for instance, often feel more insecure in the presence of self-confident women.
Right.
Low self-esteem individuals often feel irritable in the presence of people who are enthusiastic about life.
Right. That's like, a person that's lively, a person that's enthusiastic about life, and then you got another brother or sister, whatever, that's the opposite. So every time they're around you, they mad, they bitter. Just because I enjoy life and you don't.
Right.
Just because I apply Bible and you don't. Niggas.
He always
Nick people.
He's always happy.
Right. Come on.
If one partner in a marriage whose self-esteem is deteriorating sees the partner's self-esteem is growing, the response is sometimes anxiety and an attempt to sabotage the growth process.
Right. So now, give me the last thing. 7 things to stop doing if you want secure love. All right, and then we about to, wrap up. Yep. Just read that quick. Just go over quick.
7 things to stop doing immediately if you want secure love.
We're going through the healing process. We just went over that. Some of those things. Come on.
Stop checking their location activity constantly. What to stop? Tracking their location obsessively. Checking when they were last online. Monitoring their social media activity. Asking, where are you? Multiple times a day. Do this instead. Trust them until you have actual evidence not to. If you can't trust them, the relationship is already broken. Fix the trust issue or leave. Why it matters? Surveillance creates resentment, not security. Secure love requires trust, not control.
And y'all know we can't leave. Just throwing that out there.
Right.
Says, fix it or leave. No, you
that.
married and it's true. Your ass ain't going nowhere.
Unless he dies.
Right.
So
And then if you love your husband, you'll remain unmarried like Judith.
Right.
But that's not law. But if you love your husband, you might do that. Go ahead.
Stop testing them to see if they care.
Right.
What to stop? Going silent to see if they'll reach out. Creating drama to get their attention. Pretending you're fine when you're not. Dropping hints instead of saying what you need. Do this instead. Ask directly for what you need. I need reassurance right now. Can we talk? Or I'm feeling disconnected. Can we spend time together? Why it matters? Tests create insecurity for both people. Direct communication creates connection.
And respect.
Sisters have to understand that men are very direct. If there's something that needs to be spoken on, speak on it. Right. Don't do all this little dumb shit where you come up with different various tests and whatnot. Just speak on it. You'll have much better results that way.
That's right.
The right way.
See, a Christian will listen to what you said and disregard it because you said shit.
Right.
Anyways, that was just I was venting. Go ahead.
Stop bringing up the past during current arguments. What to stop? Well, you did the same thing last year. This is just like when you never changed after that time. Keeping a mental scorecard. Do this instead. Stay focused on the current issue only. If old issues aren't resolved, address them separately when you're not fighting. Why it matters. Bringing up the past prevents resolution of present problems.
That's right.
Each fight becomes about everything instead of one thing.
Conflating.
You reopen wounds that way.
Number 4, stop saying I'm fine when you're not.
Right. Come on.
What to stop? Pretending everything is okay when you're hurt.
I'm fine. Good.
Expecting them to read your mind.
Ooh.
Chloe, have mercy.
Being passive aggressive instead of honest.
Here's your food, nigga. Go ahead.
Well, you sound like Cartman. Building resentment in silence. Do this instead. I'm not fine, actually. When you said X, it hurt my feelings. Can we talk about it? Why it matters? I'm fine while clearly upset creates confusion and distance.
Here she go again.
Right, that's that open up. That's Proverbs 28:13.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Honesty creates opportunity for repair. Stop making your partner responsible for your happiness. What to stop? You're the only thing that makes me happy.
Right. Find your Lord, joy in the Lord. The hell? Go ahead.
Relying on them for all emotional support.
That's why you should wait at least 3 years, or unless you got the 23 demons even more, because you got to find your love with the Lord first. If you try to just come in, try to prove somebody, find somebody, you're going to rely on them versus the Lord. So whenever he leaves, you leave, and vice versa.
And in a multitude of counselors, there's safety.
Right. Go ahead.
Having no life outside the relationship. Blaming them when you're unhappy. Do this instead. Build your own life, friends, hobbies, goals, purpose. Your partner should add to your happiness, not be its sole source. Why it matters. That level of pressure suffocates relationships. Independent people create healthier partnerships.
Hey, and we got things in the body such as Titus 2 chats. Sisters should find joy in that, because that in itself is a good outlet for common ground to be met between you and your Lord, because you can go back and talk about what you learned from there. Stuff like that, it starts a conversation, and it opens up room for growth.
They do outings too.
Yeah, outings, Titus 2 chats, you know, various events at the school, so on and so forth.
That's right.
Number 6, stop comparing your relationships to others. What to stop? Why can't you be more like? Other couples do X. Why don't we? Measuring your relationship against social media. Wishing your partner was different. Do this instead. Focus on what works for you too. Every relationship is different.
That's right.
Build what feels right for your dynamic, not what looks good to others. Why it matters. Comparison breeds resentment and makes your partner feel inadequate. Go back.
Too fast.
Appreciation breeds connection.
Last one.
Stop waiting for the perfect moment to communicate. What to stop? Avoiding hard conversations indefinitely. Waiting for them to bring it up first. Hoping issues will resolve themselves. Staying silent until you explode.
Right. People get very immature in relationships. Go ahead.
Do this instead. Address issues when they're still small. Hey, can we talk about something that's been on my mind? Why it matters. There's no perfect time. Waiting makes small issues into big problems. Early communication prevents resentment.
Right. So all praises to the Lord. So those are 7 ways that you could avoid self-sabotaging that relationship. I'm going to give you 6 pillars of self-esteem. All right. You got 1, living consciously, meaning you're aware. Give me Proverbs 4:23. And then one of you give me 2 Corinthians 13 and verse 5.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 4 and verse 23.
Living consciously.
Keep thy heart with all diligence. For out of it are the issues of life.
Keep your mind, keep your spirit with all diligence. Make sure that you know what's coming in and what's going out of it, right? Making sure you keeping righteousness in the forefront of your mind. You are conscious of who you are. You are conscious of your actions, because out of it, meaning out of your mind, are the issues of life. Depending on which direction you take of whatever mind, whether it's positive or negative, that's the way your life's going to go. So choose the good so that you may get the good. That's living consciously. The second is self-acceptance, accepting who you are, accepting that you have flaws, you make mistakes, right? Remember, because these are things that battle insecurity. So living consciously, you being aware, okay, this is what it is. You know, I'm aware of what I deal with. but I know that there's a God that can fix me. Self-acceptance is, once again, understanding that you deal with these things and knowing that you can fix these things, but you have to learn yourself first. Give me that 2 Corinthians 13:5.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 5. Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith.
So the point is to examine yourselves. Examine yourselves. Know who you are. Know what you deal with. Know that before you even get into a relationship, before you jack up that relationship. Self-responsibility, that's another one, right? So owning up to your actions. Own up to your actions. This is what I did. I messed up. I'm jacked up. My bad, right? Give me Galatians 6:5.
The book of Galatians, chapter 6 and verse 5. For every man shall bear his own burden.
You see that? Every man gonna bear his own burden. Your actions, your consequences, your outcomes. Self-responsibility. Another one is self-assertiveness. Self-assertiveness. Give me Proverbs 28:1. Self-assertiveness. You got to be bold. You got to be confident in who you are and who you is. Come on.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse 1. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion.
See, don't flee when times get hard. Don't flee when things may seem off in the relationship. You can fix it. Don't seem off when the whole world is against you and you've gone through a terrible past. You can fix it. Be bold as a lion. Be confident in knowing who you are, that you are an Israelite, and that the Lord is working with you. Right? Living purposely. Give me Proverbs 29:18. What's the one? You know what? I don't want that one. What's the one where it talks about, I love this scripture now. It says, it is a tree of life without hope deferred. Hope deferred, make it the heart sick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, give me that one, please. Hope deferred, make it the heart sick. It's 13:12.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 13 and verse 12. Hope deferred, make it the heart sick.
You see that when there's no hope, when you let your insecurities, your doubt, your fear take over you, the hope is gone. You don't think upon these things. When hope is deferred, when it's taken away, when there is no hope, it makes your heart sick. We read that earlier in Sirach 30, how it says, love thine own soul, because depression and sadness will make you sick, literally, physically. Literally.
We know that because like when you got a elderly couple and the wife might die before the husband, they always say, dang, if he dies like shortly after her, what do people always say? Dang, he died of a broken heart.
Right.
Can I touch on verse 11?
Mm-hmm.
Read that.
Whoa. Well, let's finish it first because we got to get the point. Mm-hmm. So hope deferred, make it the heart sick. Go ahead.
But when the desire.
The what?
The desire.
That's the point. When purpose comes into your life, that purpose is following the scriptures, keeping the commandments of God, which is the whole duty of man. When that comes, go ahead.
It is a tree of life.
Now you can live. Mm-hmm. Now you can live. Go ahead, officer.
Verse 11. Read that real quick.
Verse 11. Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase.
So that wealth gotten by vanity, we talked about, one of the slides says something to the effect of comparing yourself to social media relationships and stuff like that, right? We know that a lot of that wealth that they have, a lot of that attention is gotten by vanity, right? It's by visual things, by stuff that they really shouldn't be doing, but it is planting an evil seed in our people. But what does that second part say?
But he that gathereth by labor shall increase.
But he that will build their relationship by labor, talking to your wife, talking to your husband, putting in that work, getting counsel from leadership, that is how you'll increase in your marriage.
Right. And we know that we labor in the word and doctrine.
Exactly.
So it's the labors we put into ourselves.
Some good stuff. Yeah. Some good stuff. Yeah. Last one is personal integrity. Personal integrity. Give me Psalms 15:2. Personal integrity.
The book of Psalms, chapter 15 and verse 2.
You need to keep it real with yourself.
He that walketh uprightly and worketh righteousness and speaketh the truth in his heart.
Right, that integrity. That's who's going, because it's going based off verse 1. Who shall abide in that tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy hill? Meaning, who going to get this kingdom? He that walketh uprightly, worketh righteousness, and speaketh the truth in his heart. So these are some things that you could utilize in order to increase your self-esteem.
And before, I have to get this. Jeremiah 31, 35.
Let's go.
Because we all understand this all, what we went over tonight, this all stemmed from where? America. This all stemmed from the different captivities we were in. This all stemmed from another nation that don't care about us, but we always want to hold hands. I want to leave y'all with this. Read that thing.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 31 and verse 35.
Uh-huh.
Thus saith the Lord,
Read.
which giveth the sun for a light by
The
day,
sun and the light by day.
and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night,
Uh-huh.
which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar.
Uh-huh.
The Lord of hosts is his name.
Our God, the God of Israel, created all these things in his world. That's his name. Read on.
If those ordinances depart from
If
before
all
me,
these ordinances depart, non-existence. Read.
saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation
So as
before
long
me.
as we see that moon, as long as you wake up and see that sun, as long as you can go to the beach and see the water.
That's right.
Know that this world was created for Israel and Israel only.
That's right.
That's why all the other nations is setting up devices and errors in front of us so they can destroy us. But we got to apply these things, these medicine that Officer Asher brought out to our everyday life so we can benefit from all of it.
And that's how we build our self-esteem.
Yes.
That's how you build your self-esteem.
I got one more for him. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 14.
Ooh.
Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is the Lord's thy God. The earth also with all that therein is. Only the Lord had a delight in thy fathers to love them. And he chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is this day.
Everyone on this chat, this is you that is talking about to this day.
Right.
This world was created for us.
And understand that all this will be accomplished, and all this makes any sort of relevance when you apply verse 16. Look at 16 now.
Deuteronomy?
Yeah, 10 and 16.
Verse 16. Circumcised, therefore.
Listen to what he's saying. Circumcised, therefore, meaning based off all what I said, based off all that Officer Joe brought out about the sky, the stars, the moon, the sun, all that is there letting us know that we are God's people, that we are still here, that we are the best. What Officer Tobias just brought out, how the world was given unto us, the earth and all those things. Therefore, knowing all those things, you have to circumcise, or in other words, cut off the flesh. Cut off the flesh, right? As you would do a circumcision, go ahead, of the what?
Circumcise, therefore, the foreskin.
Or like Officer Revane just said, circumcise, cut off the flesh, the evil, the wickedness. Repent, nigga.
Right.
Repent. Go ahead.
Of your heart.
Of your mind. Go ahead.
And be no more stiff-necked.
So that's what we got to do.
Right.
We got to repent. We got to keep God's commandments. Circumcise the foreskin of your heart. Let go of the insecurities, or at least be able to manage your insecurities. Everybody got them. Everybody got them.
Right.
So yes, right. Subdue those insecurities.
Keep under your body.
Keep under your body. Give me some more, man. Everybody spoke
Keep
against
thy
that
foot at
Benson.
the door.
Keep thy foot.
Let go of the mortal thoughts.
Let go of these mortal thoughts.
Put off the weak nature.
Put off the weak nature. Tobias, what you got?
Walk in the spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Praises. Hey, so all praises to the Lord. That's the topic tonight. All praise to the Lord. Want to give a shout out to Deacon Joshua once again.
There you go.
Shout out to Deacon Joshua, the mighty rhino, for allowing us, giving us the space to be able to do these topics for y'all, right? Trusting in us, right? Having self-esteem, high self-esteem for us.
Confidence
in us, right?
Right.
See how I did that? All right.
I saw that.
Who gonna bring this out, man? Booster Club, come on.
Let go.
Hey, so make sure y'all donate to the Booster Club. We got a lot of big things that are going on. And as always, y'all see where the money goes. Y'all see the prophets traveling throughout the four corners of the earth to push this gospel. All right. We see a lot of signs that are happening in the earth. And that's for us to be able to know what's going on, how urgent we should be moving to push this truth. So scan that QR code right now. Donate what you can. No brick is too big or too small. You can also text to donate at 646-982-3858. All right. Make sure that you're donating to the Booster Club. Hey, And reach out to your local reps as well if you want to join the Booster Club, all right? Reach out to your local reps for more information. Follow us on all of our social media. Check out our YouTube, TikTok, and both Instagrams. But, hey, we got another one coming soon, too.
Uh-oh.
So we will be adding to the list of socials that we want you to tune in to, Lord's will. But for now, make sure that y'all are subscribed to all 4 of these channels listed. Help us get to 35K on YouTube, all right? Share this with your mama, your sister, your daddy, somebody with low self-esteem. Share that with them. Share this show with them tonight, all right? In the body or out the body, man.
We cannot tell.
Hey, bring them in, all right? So scan these QR codes, follow us, share. We'll leave it up there for just a second. All right, we're good. I'll say, Asher, back to you.
Hey, I was going to say something and I forgot, man. You messed it up, man.
My bad, man.
It was like in the same. Oh, yeah. I know it's late. It's like what? 10, 11, 12,
That's
1 o'clock in the morning.
It's like 1 o'clock.
Hey, all praises y'all stayed this long. Shoot, I would have been, you know what I mean?
He did.
Shoot.
Hey, it was pretty consistent all show.
But all praise to the Lord. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, so with that, we say shalom.
Shalom.
This for the Southern Kingdom, Kwam Yasharallah.
Hey, one nation, one nation.
This for the Northern Kingdom, Viva la Raza.
We one nation, one nation.
This for the Southern Kingdom, Kwam Yasharallah.
Hey, one nation, one nation.
This for the Northern Kingdom, Viva la Raza.
We one nation, one nation.
It wouldn't be Israel without Mexicans. Black love, brown pride, cause we next to kin. We ain't gotta tell Esau to let's be friends, cause we above all nations and we better than them. We the salt of the earth, ayy, ayy. And we been king since birth, ayy, ayy. We put the kingdom first, ayy, ayy. And they gon' get this work, ayy, ayy. We was chosen, not cause we the most of the people. Few in numbers, but we over the people. We gods of this earth, we ain't supposed to be equal. Stop playing, you emotional people. The good gotta triumph over the evil. So my foot's on the throat of the eagle. Their tongues will confess that we the people. Cause my nation ain't never been feeble.